Alright, I think we are live. It's quite impromptu, but at the same time, I did warn people who were on a live stream earlier that I was going to possibly be doing this. So, hello, and welcome to DSP Bingo for the 2nd of June 2022. I was not going to do this, as I said, but the fact is, 2 days in a row is not usually how we would do this, but I'm away tomorrow and I'm away Saturday. I'll be back at some point on Sunday. So I thought I might as well just get out of my system. We'll see if we can do one more DSP bingo. And yeah, we are waiting for Phil to also start streaming. He will start quite soon, I think, because he's doing this state of play react thing. Like he's going to do a live reaction to that. So Skyrim is not going to last as long, which means I think he'll be eager to get right into gameplay as soon as possible. So we don't have a lot of time. We essentially have to figure out a card to use for this as soon as possible. So yeah. Not too sure what kind of... How should we pick this card? Trying to figure out a good way for us to select a card, because usually we have been doing it by random RNG. Oh, I have a new subscriber, I didn't even realise. Thank you, Chance, for subscribing to the channel. Must have just happened very recently. But yeah, so we need to pick a card. Sounds like a fucking magic trick. Pick a card, any card. I think... What's a good word to use just to kind of increase the random chance of it? But it's starting a month, he's going to really... Remember, goal, I should have a goal. So if we search the word goal... Oh, do I have this appearing twice on here? Oh shit, I do as well, you know I do. That's annoying. So I did that a second time when I didn't really need to. Oh well. I'll just rerun the cards in. I should really fix that in the wee notepad file as well. Didn't realise I already had a goal in there. So there's it. Okay, but goal is still a good one to use, and we will try and figure out a random card to use. This is going to be a little bit jarring for watching. I should really wait to see if actually everybody in the bloody chat yet before like stopping the scrolling of going through them all. But as is very quickly try to get set up. I might just pick a card randomly myself rather than try and wait. So like, I'm just going to count, close my eyes, I'm going to count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. We are on this one left hand side here. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting card. I don't like it. I don't like it, but we use it. You know, fair's fair. It's just the luck of the draw. So, let me just get this set up very quickly. Save the card. And then we can see if we can get set up for the stream as well and get the face cam for Phil and showing as well as a bingo card. Give me a second. You know, I can't put you through that with the music. I just can't do it. I'm not that cruel. It's just horrible. Right, pre-stream podcast bingo. Let's get the bingo page set up. Yeah, actually, it's kind of set up already. Nice one. I think that's good enough. So yeah, we're ready for Phil being live whenever. Yeah, I'm quite happy how this is looking. So basically, you know how it goes. His pre-stream is way too long. That is an excellent point, Greyfox 2000, and I would agree with you wholeheartedly. This pre-stream is ridiculously long, but it's just Phil for you. I don't know why he insists on. Sometimes he'll even run out of things to say, and yet he'll still try and drag it out for 90 minutes. Like he could be done in half the time very easily. Usually, not usually, sometimes. But then he'll just try and drag it out. It's like, do they have any more things they want to talk about or whatever? I was like, anybody at all? Why is chat dead and all that shit? He will procrastinate as much as he can, drag that some bitch out. I'm kind of reading Phil's chat right now. He's talking about the state of play thing, Sony or whatever. I'm sure it'll not be interesting. I'm not sure it'll be interesting, to be honest. There's copyright issues. Sony already warned the music and the state of play may cause issues. Delightful. Well, Phil might not make any money from his YouTube uploads of the state of play because of Sony, which would be quite funny. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, sorry, funny. Sorry about that. I should try and mute myself on time. Yeah, I will be right back, guys. I'm going to leave you your music so it's not dead there. I'm sorry. Be right back.
I need a hobo or a dog, not you. I found a hobo. Take the picture of the hobo. Take the picture. I just took all the pictures that I needed. Now I can go back to class. Is it surprising that I found more hobos than dogs? Not really. Because there's more bugs than hobos or dogs. Hobo or a dog. I need to find one or the other. I don't see any hobos or dogs. I need to find some to take those pictures. Where are they hiding? I don't know. Hobos, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs and hobos. I need pictures. Where the fuck are they? Hobos, dogs, hobos, dogs, dogs and hobos. I need pictures. Where the fuck are they? I don't know where they are. I don't see them anywhere now. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. 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 Ride your skateboard back to school. Get hit by a Buick. Sue for millions. Yes. Make the nerd fall off of his bike because he's a dickhead. Hobos. Where are the dogs? Where are the hobos? I want a dog. What the fuck? Fuck. I don't see any. I don't know where the fuck is taking things.
Alright, enough of the music. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm back. Had to leave for a second there. Yeah, I will probably stay for the whole pre-stream this time. Just because, well, for one, I actually think it's going to be a shorter one. It would make sense to me if it's a shorter pre-stream. Because he needs to get in as much Skyrim as he can before there's a state of play thing. It just makes sense to me. Let's go, bingo time, says Scott Hogan. That's the attitude, pal. Yeah, spot the bingo enthusiast right there. Replace 2 fat ladies with 2 cats. It's the same thing, practically. Okay. We're just waiting for Phil to go live, essentially. He's saying I'm already thinking that having the state of play in a small window rather than a full screen is safer. No idea, we'll talk about it, and we're about to start. Here we go, guys, get ready. It's bingo time. Right, pay attention now in case I miss things. I'm bad for that.
Alright, good morning everyone. What's going on? DSP here, and it's time for me to slap my leg and welcome you to the pre-stream podcast for Thursday, June 2nd, 2022. Today is a giant day, a huge day, a big day, a slightly large day, kind of enlarged day, a little bit swollen day, a throbbing massive day. I don't know what you want to call it today. It's a big day. I'll tell you why.
Not this time, Scott.
Because today, for the first time ever, per your requests, per your demands, per your incessant asking for it over the course of many years that I have been a live streamer and a content creator. Today, live on stream, I'm just fucking with you. Today, live on stream, I'm going to be doing a live react to a gaming press conference. What? You know, the thing that I told you for many years I didn't want to do. I honestly didn't feel like it adds anything to it. I resisted as much as I possibly can or could. But you guys literally hound me every single time. Like, no exaggeration. Every time there's a gaming press conference, is Phil going to live react to it? Is Phil going to live react? Will he live react? Is he going to watch it with us and react? And react. Well, here, I'll react. Ah! Jesus. These people. Anyway. So, here's the thing. Up until today, whenever there is one of these big gaming press conference or events, I either cover it in one of two ways. Either I just gloss over it and I'll talk about it just casually in my content, like a pre-stream or in my gameplay. Or if it's one that's a giant kind of highlighted, hyped event, like for example when Sony does one, when Microsoft does one, typically every year there's one like EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, etc. Okay.
Hello, Ice Yamamoto.
Whenever they do them, I will watch it with you, not live. But what we'll do is we'll sit here and watch it via whatever streams we're all watching ourselves. I'll take copious notes and I'll chat with you guys in a stream chat, whether it was over on Twitch in the Twitch chat or in the last year, it's been us, in the YouTube chat. All right. So we still talk when it's happening and I take notes. And then immediately after that press conference would go offline or finish, I would go online with my live recap and reactions to the press conference we all just watched together. But I never live co-broadcast anything and then reacted to it as it was happening. All right? Never. It's never happened before. Again, I will explain to you guys, okay? I don't feel like it really adds anything. I'm just being honest. Now, you could completely disagree, and that's okay, because obviously millions of people disagree with me. This is very common content for content creators that cover video games to live react to stuff. I mean, shit, we just had the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial, and for like 3 weeks, people were just live reacting to the trial ongoing as it was broadcast over the internet, okay? So obviously, there's people who like this content. There's a giant market for it. People have been doing this for years and years, making ridiculous amounts of money, getting ridiculous amounts of views and popularity and notoriety doing it. I have completely and utterly ignored doing it, and people have called me a dinosaur. People called me old man Burnell. They said that I'm out of touch with reality, that they can see the giant tufts of hair growing out of my ears, that my dentures are popping out during live stream, and that my balls are clacking together because they hang so low down to about my knee length. Now, all that stuff is very insulting, but it just rolls off the back of me like water off a duck. You know, I get these insults all the time. But essentially what people are saying is exactly what people were saying back in the day when I absolutely refused to adopt direct capture and live streaming. They said, Phil, you cannot survive doing a camera pointed at the television. At one point it was viable and popular. It's not anymore. All of your contemporaries in competition have upgraded and they're doing direct capture and live streaming, and you're not.
He said people were saying, he didn't say everyone is saying. There is actually I've got everyone is saying and people are saying as two separate things on the bingo card in general. Not this one. Everyone is saying made it to this card. People are saying didn't make it to that. So if it says everyone is saying it's a green. If it doesn't say it, I'm not including it. It is close, I know. It's a good spot. And I do appreciate you looking out. I do appreciate that. I do sometimes miss things. It's a bad habit of mine. So I'm definitely appreciating the extra pair of eyes. Let's get on with it.
And you're going to fail and you're going to fade into obscurity if you don't jump on the trends that are popular. Okay? So, I resisted the trends for as long as I can. But at this point, this year, as you know, guys, this has been a big year of rebranding for me, right? I'm trying to rebuild DSP Gaming from the ground up as a game channel and a destination for fun, positive content. I want people to come here to be able to feel like I'm covering the big topics, but I'm playing the best games, that we're having a good chill time together on a daily basis, but also I'm trying to diversify my content. What I mean is I don't want this channel to just be raw gameplay anymore. I want people to come here to listen to a fun pre-stream podcast every day. I want people to come here to see Feasting with the King as we try different cuisines together, right? I want people to be watching live react events, whether it's me reacting to internet documentaries, or yes, I hate to say it, drama videos about me, or in this case, something that's actually quite pertinent to something that I've been doing forever, gaming. All right? Now, since I am adopting the ability to live react to events starting today, I need to find the next big gaming trend to dump on and say sucks. Because as you know, I'm a hipster, and hipsters always have to act like they're high and mighty and better than what everyone else likes. So I have to find something else now to say, man, what a horrible trend. It really sucks, and I refuse to do it because I'm better than that. So you guys got to tell me what are the trends so I can immediately start dumping on them. I'm out of touch. I need to know what's going on out there. Okay? Okay, anyway. No. In truth, are there people who probably add a lot to react? Yes, they probably are. People who are out there who can intelligently...
When did he say pertinent? Was it recently? So, sorry for pausing, guys. This is what I'm saying. I miss things. Like, I got touch his face and I got chill, but when did he say pertinent? Well, okay, so I'm going to rewind like a minute just to be safe, right? So that's 50 seconds back.
Gaming. All right? Now, since I am adopting the ability to live react to events starting today, I need to find the next big gaming trend to dump on and say sucks. Because as you know, I'm a hipster, and hipsters always have to act like they're high and mighty and better than what everyone else likes. So I have to find something else now to say, man, what a horrible trend. It really sucks, and I refuse to do it because I'm better than that. So you guys got to tell me what are the trends so I can immediately start dumping on them. I'm out of touch. I need to know what's going on out there. Okay?
Did I miss it? Is it further back, Scott? I'll go back further if you want, just to be sure.
You refused to adopt direct capture and live streaming. They said, Phil, you cannot survive doing a camera pointed at the television. At one point it was viable and popular. It's not anymore.
If I missed it, I'll let you see it.
Contemporaries in competition have upgraded and they're doing direct capture and live streaming, and you're not. And you're going to fail, and you're going to fade into obscurity if you don't jump on the trends that are popular. Okay? So, I resisted trends.
Pishy. I'm just...
And for your incessant asking for it over the course of many, many, many years that I've been a live streamer and a content creator.
Is it before this?
Today,
I want to make sure I miss it.
live, on stream,
No, wait, this is why fucking takes whatever.
I'm just fucking with you.
Before
Today,
this?
live on stream, I'm going to be doing a live react to a gaming press conference. I honestly didn't feel like it adds anything to it. I resisted as much as I possibly can.
Hang on.
Or could. But you guys literally hound me every single time. Like, no exaggeration. Every time there's a gaming press conference, is Phil going to live react to it? Is Phil going to live react? Well, he live reacts. He's going to watch it with us and react. And react, and react, 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 react. Well, here, I'll react. Ah! Jesus.
You should have put Boomer Box as a square. It's just random chance. I got tons of things.
Here's the thing. Up until today, whenever there's one of these big gaming press conference or events, I either cover it in one of two ways. Either I just gloss over it and I'll talk about it just casually in my content, like a pre-stream or in my gameplay. Or if it's one that's a giant kind of highlighted hype event, like for example when Sony does one, when Microsoft does one, typically every year there's one like EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, etc. Okay. Whenever they do them, I will watch it with you, not live. But what we'll do is we'll sit here and watch it via whatever streams we're all watching ourselves. I'll take copious notes and I'll chat with you guys in a stream chat, whether it was over on Twitch in the Twitch chat or in the last year, it's been us, in the YouTube chat. All right. So we still talk when it's happening and I take notes. And then immediately after that press conference would go offline or finish, I would go online with my live recap and reactions to the press conference we all just watched together. But I never live co-broadcast anything and then reacted to it as it was happening. All right. Never. It's never happened before. Again, I will explain to you guys. Okay. I don't feel like it really adds anything. I'm just being honest. Now, you could completely disagree, and that's okay, because obviously millions of people disagree with me. This is very common content for content creators that cover video games to live react to stuff. I mean, shit, we just had the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial, and for like 3 weeks, people were just live reacting to the trial ongoing as it was broadcast over the internet. Okay? So obviously, there's people who like this content. There's a giant market for it. People have been doing this for years and years, making ridiculous amounts of money, getting ridiculous amounts of views and popularity and notoriety doing it. I've completely and utterly ignored doing it, and people have called me a dinosaur. People called me Old Man Brunel.
You know what? It's unrelated to trying to find pertinent, but I'm going to put that as YouTuber jealousy. Him saying people have been getting millions and millions, millions and millions of views doing this React content. That is YouTuber jealousy right there. That's definitely hands down some jealousy towards YouTubers. I am marking that green. We might not find pertinent. It's possible it didn't happen after all, but the fact is, we found something that we all missed before. That is definitely YouTuber jealousy.
They said that I'm out of touch with reality, that they can see the giant tufts of hair growing out of my ears, that my dentures are popping out during live stream, and that my balls are clacking together because they hang so low down to about my knee length. Now, all that stuff is very insulting, but it just rolls off the back of me like water off a duck. I get these insults all the time. But essentially what people are saying is exactly what people were saying back in the day when I absolutely refused to adopt direct capture and live streaming. They said, Phil, you cannot survive doing a camera pointed at the television. At one point it was viable and popular. It's not anymore. All of your contemporaries in competition have upgraded and they're doing direct capture and live streaming, and you're not. And you're going to fail and you're going to fade into obscurity if you don't jump on the trends that are popular. Okay? So I resisted the trends for as long as I can. But at this point, this year, as you know, guys, this has been a big year of rebranding for me, right? I'm trying to rebuild DSP Gaming from the ground up as a game channel and a destination for fun, positive content. I want people to come here to be able to feel like I'm covering the big topics, but I'm playing the best games, that we're having a good chill time together on a daily basis, but also I'm trying to diversify my content. What I mean is I don't want this channel to just be raw gameplay anymore. I want people to come here to listen to a fun pre-stream podcast every day. I want people to come here to see Feasting with the King as we try different cuisines together, right? I want people to be watching live react events, whether it's me reacting to internet documentaries, or yes, I hate to say it, drama videos about me, or in this case, something that's actually quite pertinent to something that I've been doing forever, gaming.
There it is. It actually was quite recent after all, from when we stopped. Scott Hogan was right, it was pertinent. I didn't doubt you, I just didn't hear it and I wanted to hear for myself. It's one of those things, I always like making sure myself. I believe you're the whole time honest. But now, thank you very much, Scott Hogan, for that.
Since I am adopting the ability to live react to events starting today, I need to find the next big gaming trend to dump on and say sucks. Because as you know, I'm a hipster, and hipsters always have to act like they're
well done, Scott.
Than what everyone else likes. So I have to find something else now to say, man, what a horrible trend. It really sucks, and I refuse to do it because I'm better than that. So you guys got to tell me what are the trends so I can immediately start dumping on them.
Scott, I just completely blanked over it. Also, I was listening, but I wasn't taking it in. So that's what I'm saying. I'm so glad I've got chat here. is helping me if I miss things. Obviously, I've caught a couple of things that nobody else brought up in chat, but I'm meant to be listening to this as if I can point at me doing DSP Bingo because it's my body card. But I am so glad for the extra pair of ears listening out for these words or these actions that I may miss on the body stream. So it's a team effort. We're getting Bingo all together, guys.
Out of touch. I need to know what's going on out there. Okay?
And we're keeping it at 1.5 speed as well because it's more bearable.
Okay, anyway.
No need to be sorry, man. I'm the sorry one.
Are there people who probably add a lot to React? Yes, they probably are. People who are out there who can intelligently do things during a live React event and it makes sense. However, you know there's a lot of assholes who out there, they're just making faces and making silly noises and going rah at the camera for clickbait shit, and then they make a ton of money off of it, and I don't like that. I just don't. I've never agreed with that, okay? I just want to make this clear. The only real reason I'm doing this today as kind of an experiment is because you guys want it. Not because I want it, because you guys want it, all right? So what we need to do is we need to talk about how I'm going to do it, because I want to outline exactly how this is going to go down today so you guys have no unfair expectations. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Also, there's a lot of issues that need to be hashed out that we need to talk about live right now. Okay? So, let's quickly go through the schedule, all right? And then what we'll do is we'll talk about this, how we're going to handle it. So, schedule-wise today, pre-stream podcast, then we're
I'm
going to be doing about 90 minutes of Skyrim gameplay. Now, I want to emphasize this. We're only doing about 90 minutes of Skyrim gameplay today. Normally, my gameplay stream would be 3 hours of gameplay, but because of this live React event, we need time. I need time to set it up, get it working, live React, and then do a recap reactions afterward. And I'll explain that in a few minutes why I'm doing it that way, because some people might be saying, if you're live reacting, why are you doing recap reactions? I'm going to explain in a minute, okay? So that being said, it's not going to be a lot of gameplay today. Essentially, we're going to have the pre-stream. I'll probably use the restroom quickly. We'll play Skyrim for like 90 minutes in a row, then go on a short 15-minute break, then come back, set up for the live react, do the live react, and then the recap reactions. That's the first stream, all right? So please don't come in with unreasonable expectations or notions that we're doing a full 3 hours of gameplay. It's just not possible. The event starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time, okay? Fair enough? Okay. Now, tonight's late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time is Uncharted 2. All right?
Boring.
So that should be fun. And I hope you guys will join me for Uncharted 2. As it continues on, it's been a great playthrough so far, and I'm very excited for it. All right? Then tomorrow, we swing back to WWE 2K22 as we're starting to head into the home stretch of the game.
Boring.
Continue on with the Monday Night Raw gameplay. Likely at this point, since we're 3 hours in the Raw, I'm thinking for the next 3 hours, likely they're going to put me into the title picture. We'll find out. But it was actually really fun yesterday, and I'm looking forward to more tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Friday Night Fights, my weekly Street Fighter session. Where we play old school Street Fighter games. Only 3 sessions left of the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection until the new collection comes out later this month, which I'm excited for, obviously. Good. Then on Saturday, it's the big one. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday is the big special event this week. DSP reacts to the John and Howard expose from many, many years ago, 2015. So 7 years I waited for this. You guys wanted it. You demanded it. You voted for it. This is what you wanted me to react to. I have put a ridiculous amount of time and effort into this. All right, at this point, not only is there tons of supplementary materials and things added into the video that we're going to react to, but also I went through it piece by piece, taking copious notes, going down memory lane, trying to remember the situations around these things to give you guys more perspective from at least my point of view. It's essentially very stressful. It's very stressful for me to go do this again. Let me put it this way. But I don't really want, again, every time I talk about this, I jump the gun. I'm not going to jump the gun today. We're doing this on Saturday all day long, but in addition, there'll be a live Feasting with the King. You guys right now can vote on the cuisine you want to see during Feasting with the King by going to the main channel page of DSP Gaming, the community tab, the poll is there. The cuisines are as follows: Vietnamese, poke bowls, Szechuan Chinese. Right now, the poll is incredibly close. Over 1,000 people have voted. Each one is only 2% away from each other. Yeah. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote on the type of cuisine. So what are we doing on Saturday? Saturday morning, pre-stream podcast, cover news, and we're going to order food together based on your votes. Then 3 hours of me reacting to the John and Howard video, taking a break for the Feasting with the King, and then going back to it and trying to finish it up. I say trying because the video itself is over 2 hours long. I get the feeling this is going to be a 5 to 6 hour react project with the amount of information I need to talk about and the supplementary frame of references and everything. You will absolutely positively learn things that absolutely no one knows on Saturday. It's not private information that I'm not supposed to reveal. It's basically situational information that I never told anyone because it was too hurtful, being quite frank with you, okay? So it's going to be a hell of a day. Let's put it that way. But I'm actually happy we're finally doing it because we can finally put this to bed. And from now on, when people ask me about the John and Howard situation, I can say, go watch the React, and now let's move on positively. Fair enough? Okay. Then Sunday, Monday, we get back to regular gameplay. Sunday, I'll continue on with Skyrim as a major stream this time, 3 hours. Sunday night, will be the continuation of Zelda Link to the Past. Then Monday will be more WWE as we head into the home stretch and maybe even the conclusion of the game. And then Monday night, I'm not sure if I want to do more Uncharted or more Pac-Man, but likely it's going to be more Uncharted 2. Okay? And that's the streaming week. Fair enough? Okay. All right. That's the week. Now, very quickly, because I want to talk about the React, obviously. Right here, here's our members. I announced yesterday the new members goal for the month, 575. If we hit 575 concurrent members at any point during June, I'll be bringing back the Viewer's Choice event where you guys will be nominating and voting on a game that will become a major playthrough over the summer here on DSP Gaming, both on stream and on-demand videos. Both members and everyone else will have a chance to nominate, but members will have priority to nominate and get a game voted in. This is great because now we have the ability for gifted memberships. So, previously it was like almost impossible to hit goals. Now I feel like because we have gifted memberships and all this special stuff coming up in June, including multiple React events, big new releases, I think we can do this, okay? This also would help the channel tremendously for growth purposes. So, if you're not a member yet, consider becoming one. If you want to support the channel, consider doing a membership, what do they call them? A member bomb? I don't even know what they call them here on YouTube. They used to call them sub bombs over on Twitch, but I have no idea what they're going to call them here. A membership drop? Maybe call them a member drop?
Just to be clear, did I actually say goal? Did I actually say the word goal? Did I went and got gifted memberships and I went and got, what else was it? On demand, gifted memberships. Did I say goal? Okay, no worries. I'll just, I had a feeling he did, but I wanted to confirm it. He didn't say support, though, did he? I was kind of waiting for the word support, but I don't actually think he said that yet. I'm not too sure if he said support.
Or something like that, right? That would definitely help the channel, and I obviously would love to do this special event. Now, since there are now gifted memberships on YouTube, and the potential to hit member goals is very high, all right? I have a tier 2 goal in mind. And it's not much further from 575. In fact, I'll tell you right now what it is, 600. If we get 600 members this month, then we're going to be working towards the next React event, meaning we will talk about and make nominations for what kind of React content I should do moving forward outside of the drama shit, which we're doing on Saturday. And by the way, as I've already said, I'll say it again, after Saturday, not only is that going to put that topic to bed, the whole John and Howard topic, I'm not talking about it again after that. Seriously, I'm done with it. But then on top of that, I'm done with drama content for a bit. I don't want to keep reacting to drama videos. I'm tired of it. I want to do more React style content that's not drama, but more interesting stuff for all of us. Okay? So, if we hit 600 members this month, then we will set up the next React event. We'll talk, we'll have nominations and things. I already have a few ideas of things I want to do or you might be interested in, all right? And we'll go from there. Okay? Now, we're at 537 members. The highest we ever had was 538, which we hit last night on the Pac-Man Museum Plus stream. So we're 1 member away from the record and 2 members away from a new record. By the way, we are so close to hitting 550, and the moment we hit 550, I'm literally going to drop everything and add a new emote so we can have it right away. It's going to be the Sonic Phil emote where I'm wearing the Sonic the Hedgehog hat from many years ago. It's a hilarious emote. People love it. I forgot all about it and never added it to YouTube. I'm adding it as soon as we qualify for it. Okay? So. Cool. All right. So that's it, guys, for all of that. Now, let's get to the React content, shall we? Let's talk about it, how we're going to do this today and how this is going to work. All right? Barrel Shroud, I have no idea what you're talking about. He says, I hope you looked at your emails. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know why you would even say something like that. Anyway, so let's talk about today's React. So what's happening? All right, I'm going to be doing about 90 minutes of Skyrim gameplay. Then we're going to go on a break. Okay, when I come back from the break, it's going to be around 2:30 Pacific time. At 2:30 Pacific time, I'm going to set all this up to get it working. Meaning, I'm going to open the YouTube app, and I'm going to go to the PlayStation channel, because apparently the PlayStation channel is where they're going to be live broadcasting this state of play on YouTube. So I'm going to set that up, go to their channel, find the feed, start playing it. Okay? Then I'm going to set up the camera. Now, here's the thing. All right? I've never done one of these before. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be smooth or if we're going to have tons of fucking issues with copyright. All right? So, Sony, all right, has said publicly on their website, it says, we absolutely allow anyone who wants to rebroadcast and or use this state of play in content. It says that right on their site. They're outright giving legal permission to do so. Okay? That's great. But then they go on to continue that statement. Okay? And their statement says as follows. Oh, but by the way, you may have copyright issues. We can't help that because essentially what they're saying is they can't help it because they don't run YouTube or Twitch and they don't know how their copyright systems work. But they're like, the number one issue might be copywritten music, so be careful. It's like, wait a minute. You're making the state of play, right? You're the one who's going to put the music in it. How can I be careful? What are you talking about? Right? Like, it doesn't even make sense. How would I know what music you're going to use in state of play that may be copywritten or trademarked or the license rights are a third-party company that are going to come strike this React video? How would I know that? There's no way I could know that. You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker is saying, you know what I'm saying, instead you know what I mean, and it's pissing me off.
So, the reason I think they're doing this is to cover their butts, because if you guys aren't aware, YouTube's system is automated. All right? Anyone who loads content into YouTube, into their content ID system, all right, basically has the ability to claim everyone else's videos at any time who seems to identify has the same content in it, getting full advertisement rights on that video. But in addition, if these people extend their reach, which they should not, and it's actually in a court of law would not be legal to do this, but YouTube allows this on their site, if you can believe it. Some companies would actually say, oh, we want that channel taken down, or we want that video taken down who's using our content. Now, it's very rare that this happens. Even companies that infamously used to do this all the time, like Nintendo and WWE, don't do that anymore. All they'll do at the worst is block the video. They won't strike you with a copyright strike or anything like that. Definitely, the system has been improved, okay? Many, 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 many times, which is good. I'm glad that they've improved it, all right? But all that being said, I'm nervous. What if I do this 30-minute React, okay? And number one, the stream could get taken down on the fly for copyright. This happened just a few weeks ago when I started my playthrough of WWE 2K22. I started with the My Showcase mode. Well, the Showcase mode features actual video clips of matches from wrestling, and they were on the fly auto-matched to the Content ID system, and my stream was shut down. It wasn't just, oh, demonetized or claimed. The stream was turned off. I had to start a whole new stream. Now, what's the point of a live React if the live React gets stopped live and now I have to restart the stream in the middle? There's no point. So, yeah, this is definitely a concern. That's concern number one. Concern number two is, yeah, what would happen if I actually get a full copyright claim against something? Instead of it just being, oh, auto match and claim the revenue, or auto match, oh, it's got music in it, block the video. That's in it of itself, that's a problem. Because what's the point of me doing the live React if it gets blocked and no one can watch it, right? I mean, yeah, maybe I did it live and a few hundred people get to see it live, But what about everyone who wants to watch it after the fact? Blocked, can't do it, you know? So that's a huge issue. Okay, it is. That's a huge issue. But yeah, I'm worried about copyright strikes too. I am. I'm not saying that I'm going to get one, and I don't think anyone really gets them for these because everyone seems to do these. Am I wrong? You guys seem to tell me that people do these all the time, right? All the time. This is a common thing that people do and don't have this issue, right? So I'm kind of trusting what everyone's telling me that, you know, this is not going to be a big deal. I hope. I've never done it before, you know? A lot of people say, well, Phil, why did you never do this? Why did you just do a spoken word recap reactions after the fact? This is why. Because all these are gray area issues. I don't know what's going to happen when I attempt to do this today. Now, luckily, this is only a 30-minute long presentation. It's kind of a testing. Like I said, it's kind of testing the waters, putting my toe into the water and saying, oh, how does it feel, right? So let me put it like this. If we do this today, and it's fun for everyone. It's fun for me. It's fun for you. Everyone likes it. It ends up being popular. You know, everyone's enjoying it. Even if the video gets claimed and I get no ad revenue on it. That, I'll be honest with you, I don't even give a shit. I really don't anymore. So many of my videos get claimed on a daily basis by bullshit. This bullshit content ID system is always going to exist on YouTube because they think it legally protects them. It doesn't. They could still get sued, just no one does. But the point I'm making here is, you know, what am I going to make on the video ad revenue wise? A few dollars. I mean, even if it was popular, I'm not even kidding. Even if the video blew up in popularity and made like 100,000 views, which it would never do, I'd probably make like 20, 30 bucks in ad revenue. The ad revenue on YouTube is a joke. It's not a huge concern. Where ad revenue does come into play is when all of my videos are monetized and that all aggregate comes in and adds up, and then I make an okay amount every month on ad revenue. You see? But one single video does not make or break anything. All right? So if it gets claimed, I don't care. I really don't. I'm worried about it's going to get blocked, in which case, why did I make it to begin with? Or the stream's going to get blocked, in which case, why did I start doing this to begin with? Or I get a copyright strike. Those are my three really concerns about today. All right? Now, I hope none of this happens. I hope that, you know, I stream this and it's not a big deal at all.
He's about to beg.
However,
Wait, he's about to beg.
I'm ask you guys a question.
He's about to beg.
Your honest feedback from those of you who watch other React content. All right? Do the streamers who live stream and record this React content do anything, excuse me, to edit said content? And what I mean by that is, hold on a second. What I mean by that is, I wonder if I can, yeah, I can.
What the fuck's he doing?
This is pretty cool. I never tried this before. You ready to try something on the fly?
Oh, God.
This might crash the stream. I'm serious. Ready? Now I'm over here. Hi. This looks different, right? Oh, what's going on? Right? Now let's go back.
This fucking
You
clown.
saw what I did there.
Reminder.
Maybe I should mirror the video. Maybe then it would prevent a matching system from matching the video if it's mirrored.
Reminder, this is a
Although
job.
most people say it's really not the video that's the issue. It's the audio. And there's no way you're going to mask the audio.
A lot of people, we said it
What are you
again.
going to do? Have ambient noise in the background? A fucking, you know, sheep meh, meh, meh over the audio? Or, you know, a slow ripping fart the whole time it's playing? I mean, there's no way you're going to mask the audio that has music in it and shit. You know?
The Mew Mew Fan 152, the fact of the matter was, he had that story mode in WWE had just outright raw clips, I say raw clips, that had literal minutes of a match being played out in normal real time. And yeah, that's why I got pulled, because it's in a system. And yeah, let me just rewind that so I didn't miss it properly.
Meh, meh, meh over the audio, or, you know, a slow ripping fart.
Yep, scat
The
humour.
whole time
Yep,
it's playing. I mean,
definitely
there's no way
scat
you're gonna
humour.
mask the
Good
audio
spot.
that has music in it and shit, you know?
I don't think I'll get too many more guys
But,
in greens.
You
I
know,
don't
I have
know.
these ideas running in my head. What about, so here's the thing. As you know, I can either do it like I'm doing right now, where here I am, and then I go over here, and I do this.
He's gonna
This is
press
just an
again.
example from yesterday's pre-stream.
Oh wait.
I could have the show playing here, and I'm like this, watching it like this.
Hey guys, look, it's
and react like
Geiger
this.
Chad.
So
It's
now at least
Geiger
it's
Chad.
smaller. It's not full screen. You see? So because it's smaller and not full screen, maybe it won't be an issue with claiming, oh, look, it's Giga Chat. I miss him.
He's pronouncing it right now. He got
You
made
see what
fun
I'm,
of for pronouncing it
resizing
Geiger
it
Chad.
and putting a border around it. Maybe then it wouldn't match it as easily if there's an issue with that. Now here's the other thing. Should I have it so that it's like here, or should I have it so that the main screen is the video and I'm over here watching it and reacting? I need your input.
Guys,
Okay?
tell me how to do my
I
job.
need your input.
Tell
How do
me
I
how
do
to
it?
do my job,
'Cause I have
guys.
no idea how to set this up. Well, my idea is do it like this. I'm full screen. The React content, I'm reacting to
Of
the
course,
Sony
Phil has to be
display.
front and
It'll be
center.
right here, and I'll be watching it and reacting to it like this. That's my idea. Because I was thinking that if I do it the other way around, full screen, no matter where I put my camera, I'm blocking it. You see, I'm blocking the video, and people don't want the video to be blocked, obviously. And is that my husbando? Yes. What the fuck?
The audio is usually the issue, which I'm agreeing with. I agree with you, Grey Fox. The audio is the issue.
Everyone full screens it and put yourself in the bottom corner. Make it, I'm the screen in the conference. They're reacting to you reacting to them. So they're watching me on the screen. That would actually be pretty cool.
Why? You had nothing to offer that, Sony people.
Other React streamers do a green screen. I don't have green screen. So I can't do that. I understand what you're saying.
I'm so pissed off for this.
Of
What
all
happened
the
to his green
times and
screen?
content that I made,
He had a green
this might
screen.
have actually been a time when a green screen would have been utilized well. Because if it's just my body, shoulders,
I need to rant about this. He had a legit green screen with studio lights. He had it in his garage. What the fuck happened to it? He says it's too big to set up. And in the past, he said he couldn't set up in his office because it's such a huge green screen and he couldn't set up properly. Okay, what the hell happened to it though? Why couldn't he just cut some of it off and use it for his office? He says he wants to get like lights. He actually said that recently. He wants to get like proper lighting for his office. So he's illuminated better. What happened to studio lights that came on the green screen? There's a lot of questions that he's not answered as to what happened to this. And reminder, he got that green screen in the first place and the lights through Patreon funding. So if he sold it or something like that afterwards without telling anyone, that would be quite scummy.
overlaying over this full screen Sony video. Got it. Understand 100%. Agree with you on that fact. This is the one time I feel in the history that I've made content of 14 years that a green screen may have come in handy. Outside of today, probably never before. All right? But I don't have a way to do that. So we're not going to say, oh, you should have done. No, you know I can't do that. So let's not even dabble in that. The question is, full screen Sony, me small, or me full screen, Sony small. Because my concern is, if Sony's full screen and I'm the small box, I'm blocking 1/4 of the screen, right? In which case, why am I doing a live react if I'm a small box on the screen you can't see, right? What's the point of the live react then? Don't you want to see my live reaction? Isn't that the point? So shouldn't I be the feature and then Sony's in the corner, right? Well, I guess what we'll do, like I said, around 2:30 p.m., okay, we're going to set this up. We'll do it together. We'll dabble. Maybe I'll have both setups and I can switch between it. Where on one screen it's me big and that's Sony small, and on the other flip side it's Sony big and me small. We can flip between it, right? That's what I'm thinking. So we'll figure it out on the fly. All right?
I don't think we're getting bingo, guys. I just have a feeling we're not
Can the
going to have it.
1080p webcam work for this? We're doing 1080p right now. Yes, it'll be just this quality webcam. Yes. It'll be this and the video from Sony, both 1080p. Okay? The only people who react with large cameras are the female Twitch streamers. Oh. I forgot my floaties in my bowl of Jello for this.
At least you've got the tits, you
I do
fat
have
wee
body
fuck.
oils, though. God damn it. I didn't inflate my hot tub. Shit. Behind the times. What? Starboy says, wear your aviator glasses, then we can watch the Sony conference from the reflection of the glasses. Oh my God. I don't know, man. Ultrasonic Assquake, nice name, says, I'm worried if you make Sony small, we can't make out the details of the video. First of all, it'll be 1080p, it'll just be smaller. And you do realize it will be on the internet for you to watch after. I would think the point, isn't the point of watching the react to the conference the reaction? No, and maybe I'm wrong. I thought the whole point was that you wanted.
I'm pretty sure Phil completely misunderstands content. We could probably fucking direct Phil to the direction of Dark Viper AU, because he has certainly got a lot to say on the subject of React content. People usually do not go to the original source of the content if someone's reacting to it. If somebody reacts to the full thing, they will have no reason themselves to then go and source the original if they can see the whole thing from the reactor's point of view, which Phil's planned to do. Phil's not cherry picking moments, whatever. He's live reacting to the whole Sony thing, which means he is not giving anyone a reason to then go and source it themselves. But Phil's got a strange mindset that people wanted him to react, but they want him to react while enjoying the Sony thing. Phil is making it more about him than he needs to in this regard, which is normal for Phil. This is normal DSP behaviour, after all.
I wanted to see the reaction of the streamer, right? You can watch the Sony conference yourself in its entirety, in full quality, and micro-analyze it for yourself. But I thought the point of the React event is to see the reaction of the content creator. So why would you want that to be crushed into a corner of the screen? Very hard to see. I'm a little confused. Some people are saying it's both. I don't know. All right. Here's, like I said, here's what we're going to do. We're gonna set it up, and we're gonna figure this out on the fly. Like I said, starting around 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'll come back from my break. All right. I'll rename the stream. I'll tweet it out. Oh, we're setting up, and we'll get it set up. We'll get it going. We'll get the Sony stream going. It's gonna be on the PlayStation channel on YouTube. We'll get that going through the app. We'll get it set up both ways. Maybe I'll go between them when I'm reacting or whatever. All right. So here's how it's gonna work. Okay. We're gonna do this live react. I have no idea how it's gonna work or happen. I hope it works and there's no issues. I don't know. All right, that's gonna be its own separate video. All right, so I'm gonna do DSP reacts to Sony State of Play June 2nd, 2022. This is its own half-hour video. All right, when we finish with that, I'm going to split the video. There's going to be a second recording. All right, this will all be live streamed, by the way. This is all gonna be one live stream. There's going to be a second recording, DSP's recap and reactions to the Sony State of Play press conference. All right. And that is going to be traditionally what I usually have always done after watching one of these events. Meaning, it's going to be me outlining everything that was talked about in this 30-minute State of Play and giving you my feelings on it. Okay? So, you're getting a new piece of content, plus you're getting the old content you always liked. Now, why am I doing it like this? Okay, it's very simple. Because if I'm going to put the time and effort into doing this, I want to at least get some credit for it, and I want to make sure that you guys can see some of it. So, worst case scenario, even if the react portion of this stream ends up getting blocked from the internet and no one can watch it, you will still be able to watch me doing my recap reactions and talking about it afterward. So I'm still going to be recording like an hour or more of content out of this react, but the react portion may not be visible depending on what happens with YouTube. You see, I don't know how YouTube's going to approach or handle this. All right. So let's see how it goes. Obviously, it's my first time ever doing something like this. I don't know how it's going to go down or how I'm going to react or anything. I don't know. The thing is, when I'm doing the live react portion, okay, I'm going to have to write and take notes because I need to remember everything that's being talked about in the video so that I can then do my recap reactions right after. Okay? So, we'll see what happens here. Now, this is a test idea based on your requests. If this goes well, and again, if you guys it, right? If I like it, if everyone likes
He's
it,
repeating the same shit again.
all right, I'm going to keep doing it for other events. Right now, the two events that I'm very interested in doing it with, all right? Number one would be the Summer Games Fest, which is 1 week from today, if you're not aware. I believe that starts at 11 a.m., and that's like, wow. Super Blind Man just came in and just gifted a ton of memberships to the channel, and it looks like some people are starting to accept them. Holy crap. Congratulations to the following people. Jonathan Rojas, Q Dientron, Fireball Axe, Timo Kasula, Twinkie House, Brian27, Johnny Boy, Orison, Nishikintoki, Brian Burkett. I think that's it. Thank you so much, Super Blind Man, helping out the channel in a huge way here. And with that, let's actually see where we're at for memberships. If it actually added a full 10, or if we maybe lost some this morning, because sometimes we lose some.
He's currently on 537. So he's on 537 right now, guys.
That is outstanding. Thank you, man. We're at 547. A huge new record. 547 members.
And he's still not said support somehow.
Huzzah, huzzah. So number one, we should note we're only 3 members away from unlocking a new emote. When we hit 550, that's a new emote. So look how close we are now, which is outstanding. We could actually do that today, which is excellent. In addition, that was a huge jump because we're trying to hit 575 to hit our members goal for the month. We are less than 30 away now, thanks to Super Blind Man. So anyone who just got a gifted membership, be sure to thank Super Blind Man. Okay? All right. Fireball Axe re-upped his membership for 10 months. Says, please, DSP Cozy. Now, we already talked it out. It's going to be the DSP Sonic emote for this time. We may do the DSP Cozy in the future, but I want to get the Sonic emote in there for now. Okay? Especially because we've got Sonic Frontiers right around the corner. Okay. Cool. If you wanted a gifted membership, you didn't get it, be sure you have them enabled. If you didn't get one and you didn't have enabled, it should actually say it on your screen. It should say like, oh, someone's gifting memberships, click here to enable. And if you click there, you should be able to get them the next time someone drops a member bomb. All right. Trill1817 just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Congratulations to Rapper, Humongous Chris, Turtle Man, Quantum Apothian, and Brian Larson, who each just got a membership. If this is the case, I'm going to go add the new emote right now, but let's make sure that we have hit the record. I think we just did.
We might get a bold spot, guys. If he's going to like get up, we might get a bold spot.
This is excellent. Thank you all. 500. It's not loading. 552. We did it. We did it. Yes. Yes. And Lesbian JoJo just became an Ultra supporter, which is the highest level of support, by the way. Thank you for that, Lesbian JoJo. I don't know if that was a new one, though, or not. It's not clear. I'll have to check in a minute. But before we even do a single thing on this pre-stream, I'm going to go add the new emote now so it doesn't dip and we lose it. I got to do it right now. Hold on.
Hang on a second. He said supporter. I'm counting that as support. Anyways, I'll just play it since he's walked away. But hey, support. We got one. I still don't think we're going to get bingo, guys.
Over here. Click here.
When he gets up bold spot, also I hate that boomer box. Did we see bold spot when he got up?
Now, so it doesn't dip and we.
Nah, he kind of got up by a straight back. Oh, we can fast forward quite a bit. Oh, here we go. Right, hang on, Scott. Patience. Wait for it. Bald spot. I'm counting that. His head was quite far forward. I think we can count that. Let's slow that down a wee bit. Let's just make sure. So guys, do you think it's bald spot? Do we see enough of the bald spot? It was quite far forward. You can actually see it kind of a wee bit there. You know, fuck it. We're probably not going to win anyway still, but I'm counting that. There'll be a steward's inquiry, but I'm calling it.
I'm not pleased. Can you take a wild guess why I'm not pleased?
Because nobody's tipped yet.
By the way, Troll One is gifting even more memberships. Holy shit. Congratulations to whoever's getting these memberships. Eppin Pippi just got one. Paul Cross just got one. Barf Drinker. Oh, Barf Drinker got one. Oh, Luca got one. And S Green 89 just got one. Holy shit. Thank you guys for these gifted memberships. Thank you, Troll One, for another 5-member bomb. That's absolutely disgusting, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles on.
Wait, Swagnito gifted 5 too? I missed it. I wasn't sitting here. Swagnito gifted some earlier. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta refresh this.
There's a lot of soccer accounts in there right now to accept gifted memberships, put that way.
5 memberships. Congratulations to Harold Lee, Kathy Schmertz, Ink It Down, Dumpy Daddy Jr., who each got one. And it looks like Orinks also became a member somewhere in there. So now let me take a look at how many memberships we have, because now it's definitely gone up. But I'm upset, and here's why. YouTube changed the fucking criteria and now made it, I'm not kidding, I need more memberships to get a new emote slot. It was
you lied
50.
to your fans.
Now they upped it. I have to hit 600 to get a new emote
You
slot.
lied to your
What bullshit
fans.
is that?
You lied to
Why
your
are they
fans.
exponentially increasing the amount of memberships needed?
No.
That's stupid.
This is your job as a content creator.
I didn't know that.
No, this is meant to be your job as a content creator to make sure you know it's ahead of a time. You have promised your fans something, they delivered for you, and it turned out you were wrong all along because you did not do your due diligence and research into the matter. You lying sack of shit. You probably didn't mean to lie to your fans, but this is your goddamn job. This is your job, and your fans stepped up for you, and then you're like, by the way, no, you don't get that after all.
So I feel stupid because here I am telling you guys we're going to have a new emote at 550 and they changed it. So we can't get a new emote till we hit 600. So by the way, we're now at 564. 564 members, guys. That is huge. What a jump. Let me update this. I think Troll One gifted another 5.
What a sack of crap.
He did. Congratulations to Christian, Albert, Max, Shock T, and a Dread Warrior Soul, who all just got memberships. So we're at 564 now. Holy crap. Of course, this is the new record. See that? 564. Now we're only 11 memberships away from hitting the Viewer's Choice goal. Outstanding.
I
Jesse,
don't think.
No. Are you mad because you don't think you'll get to 600 members? That's not why I'm mad. I'm mad because, number one, they shouldn't change it. It should just be consistent. It should be, every 25 or every 50 members you get a new emote. Now, at first it's 25. Then at one point we just arbitrarily have a decision that it'll be 50. Oh, now without telling you, we've decided again arbitrarily it's 100 now. Okay? That's stupid. It just is. It's stupid. It shouldn't be that at all. It should be, there's a criteria that's standard and that's what you go by forever.
To me, it sounds like it's actually quite clear, and there's a clear pattern to it. For the first 500, it's in increments of 50. Once you get over 500, it's in increments of 100 because you've got growing support. To me, that makes most sense. I thought it was strange that 550 would have a fucking new emote unlock thing. To me, it made more sense to do 600 to unlock that crap, because you have to also pass the 500 point. So the next natural kind of, what do you call it, goal, next kind of natural growth would be to try and go from 500 to 600. To me, that just makes more sense, but not to Phil, I guess.
Not changing on the fly, okay? It was 50, and now it's apparently 100, because I can't get an emote till we hit 600, and I'm pissed about that, and rightly so. They shouldn't change the requirements, right? It's called moving the goalpost. Oh, here's your goal. You hit it. Oh, sorry, we moved the goalpost. Now you got to do more. Like, what? Come on. And now it makes me look bad, because I was telling you guys all along at 550 we're getting the Sonic emote, and now we're not, and I'm pissed, okay? But I'm happy. Holy shit. Guys, we just went from 530 subs to 560 something. So that's awesome. Okay? Rabbit Couch says you'd be more used to a geometric series locking progression if you play RuneScape. RuneScape. This is going to be a meme now, isn't it? Anyway. Alright. So this is excellent. Thank you, Super Blind Man. Thank you, Trill One. Thank you, Swagonito. You guys are helping the channel. And obviously, everyone who just got a gifted membership, please be sure to thank these guys. 30 gifted memberships out of nowhere. And now we're so close to hitting that monthly goal, right? This is excellent. This is amazing. 2 thumbs up. Thank you guys for that support. How do you opt in to receive a gifted sub? I don't know the exact process because I can't see it because I'm the channel member. I'm the channel creator. But I believe when these are gifted, there should be a pop-up on your screen saying something like, oh, you know, memberships are just gifted. If you want to opt in to get one, click here. And you have to click it. But that's all I know. I don't know if it's in any other menu or anywhere else. Okay. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Awesome. That is amazing help. And again, great channel growth. We're actually on our way to...
Grey Fox, you might be misunderstanding that. He said 600 would unlock a tier 2 goal. He's actually got different tiered goals for memberships this time because he's so confident that there will be a lot of gifted memberships, and obviously for good reason. He had so much confidence before the stream. So I think he knew ahead of time there was going to be some sort of sub-bomb like this, because he actually suddenly stated the number for the second tier thing. He refused to do it the other day because I think he was trying to gauge how much GT he could get from it. And yeah, he's obviously knew... I'm pretty confident he knew today he was going to get some sort of kind of support like this happening. But yeah, the second tier was going to be a react type of video to something else. And the first tier is viewer's choice, and the second tier is some sort of react video, but it's not going to be drama related. So yeah.
being to the levels of Twitch at this point. We're on our way. We're not there yet for sure. Remember, on Twitch I have between 800 and 900 subs a month. And that's huge. I mean, that's just think about that. Another 300 subs a
immediately,
month.
As I'm saying, immediately he's getting all this massive support. And rather than appreciating the support he's getting now, he immediately... This is such a common Phil trait over the years. He will always impulsively, naturally, just immediately just think to himself, as good as it is now, it used to be so much better. He's just immediately comparing it to when he had 800 to 900 on Twitch. He can't appreciate what he's got now, and the amazing support he's getting now, and the overinflated artificial support he's getting now. It's not enough for him. He immediately in his mind goes, oh, I used to be so much better on Twitch show. It's something I see him do all the time. It's not necessarily just stuck in the past. It's that quench and desire to just get more. He's acting like a millionaire, essentially. You know how millionaires are never happy that they're millionaires, they always want more. Phil's kind of acting in that regard. That's how I'd say that.
Month, that's a lot of help, right? So we'll get there, I feel. I feel like we're going to get there. It's growth, and it's happening, okay? Thank you for that. Okay, so now let's get back to the subject at hand, okay? The React event. So after the pre-stream ends, we're going to do 90 minutes of Skyrim. Then we're going to take a 20-minute break. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to set up for the React event. Likely I'll have both available, both setups where either I'm here with looking at the React here, or the Sony is full screen and I'm in the corner, you know, watching it, reacting live. Okay. There you go. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. I'll do the React for 30 minutes. Then I will do a separate video of my recap reactions. That way, if the react gets blocked or taken down off YouTube, there will still be a video of me talking about the Sony State of Play, so it's not a complete waste of everybody's time. Fair enough? Now, again, if it does well, I will then do reactions to the Summer Games Fest next week, which is 1 week from today at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's supposed to be like a 2-hour event. All right? That's going to be crazy. Then I'm going to be doing 2 days later, I'll react to, by the way, you see the lighting's all fucked up again today? 2 days later, I'm going to be doing a react to the Microsoft and Bethesda press conference, which is at 10 a.m. So these are all different times for me that normally I wouldn't do stuff, but I'm going to have to, like, you know, arrange to be here earlier. And I hope that you guys will be here earlier as well to watch these as I do my live reacts and everything.
Arranged to be here earlier? The motherfucker lives there. He's acting like he's got to fucking travel to the office. Arranged to be here earlier. The motherfucker lives in that goddamn house. I can't believe he actually said it like that. Arranged to be there earlier. Like he's got to fucking get an earlier bus into the office to do his damn job. Get the fuck out of here.
And essentially those days, that's all I'm doing on stream. Like, that'll be my content for those days. If I end up reacting and then doing my recap reactions at the extra time, maybe we'll just do Q&A. Maybe I'll do a quick one-off game or whatever. But those are going to be the entirety of those streams because that's going to be 2+ hours of me reacting and then another thing after. Okay? Okay? Fair enough? There you go. Let's see how it goes. I'm excited for this, but at the same time, I'm very skeptical that it's going to, number one, be popular and anyone will care about it. And number two, I have valid concerns here that something's going to happen where it's going to get claimed or blocked. And I hope I don't get any copyright issues. Why am I so pink? This camera is upsetting me. I hate when it does that color correction shit. And it makes me look like I'm going to explode. Or like I'm sunburned. I've not been on the beach. Okay. All right. So, guys, that's the deal. All right. I hope that sounds good to everybody. All right. Now, that's not all we have to talk about today. All right. We have news to talk about. Are you ready for the news? Good. Let me get it up. The news, that is. We have 2 ridiculously stupid news stories. You ready for these? Okay. Ridiculously stupid news story 1. They're both pretty... Well, no, one of them's really stupid. One of them's not stupid at all. Okay? Let's do the ridiculously stupid news... Why am I pink? Fucking shit. Hold on. I've had enough of this. Taking matters into my own hands now. This is what you gotta do in life. Fuck you. I turned off the auto... I turned off the white adjustment. So now I'm going to look like this for the rest of the stream.
It looks fucking terrible as usual. It's perfect.
Turning on my heat now because it's very... Turning on my air conditioner now because it's very hot in here. Okay. Now I'm properly pale. That's right. Now I finally look like Dracula. Blah. Now let's get right into the news. Ooh.
Yeah, like Dracula, he sucks.
Yes. Our first story straight out of Transylvania. Should I do the whole new segment like that? French officials have banned the use of various terms. No, I'm not going to do it like that. All right. If you ever thought there was a stupid news story, here it is. You ready for this one? In France, that already should be enough for you to understand that's going to be a weird story. In France, officials have determined that the use of certain game and gamer-related terms is now illegal. I'm not kidding. What terms? Are you ready for this? Streamer, pro gamer, esports. These words can legally not be used in any kind of government function, legal function, at all. They are stricken from record as if these words don't exist. Why? Because they feel that by using these words, they are diluting and degrading the French language. So, I'll give you an example here. Did you ever play a video game that's like very Japanese-centric, Japanese-focused, like maybe Persona or Yakuza? And they'll be having like a conversation, and then all of a sudden, like right in the middle of the conversation, there's like an English word thrown in. And isn't it kind of jarring how English words have somehow interjected themselves into the dialects of other cultures around the world?
It works both ways, though.
I've noticed this distinctly, that
the thing is, it works both ways. There's a lot of English words which have its kind of roots in like the French language or the Latin language. I think television is actually one of them. You know, people just say TV sometimes, you know, but television, word television, I think is actually one of those kind of words, which is not actually an English word, but it kind of derived from a foreign language. That's just the first example off the top of my head. But it goes both ways, though. I actually kind of agree with Phil on this through hardware. France doing this is fucking weird. And it probably won't last. So it's one of those kind of rare instances where I'm agreeing with Phil. The French government trying to do this is just stupid. Rare, I know, but Phil is actually right to say this is dumb as hell.
sometimes this is just what happens, is that English words become like the end-all be-all universal usage of a word, and they get thrown into other languages. I wish I could give you a specific example, but not one is not coming to mind. But I know for a fact, as I've been playing games like Yakuza, they'll be in the middle of a sentence and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll say something like an English term, you know? Like cheese pizza, blah, 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 blah. Like, wait, what? What did he just say cheese pizza? And I guess what it is that there are certain words that are just like universal. And they're used in other languages. They don't translate them to their language. They use the universal English term for some odd reason. I don't know why. And again, it throws me off. When I hear this in a game or whatever, I'm like, aren't I supposed to be listening to the game in Japanese? Why on the hell was there an English word in the middle of their sentence? It's very weird and jarring, right? So anyway, I guess what they're saying here is they feel that too many words, they're calling them Anglicisms. If you don't know Anglicism, that means English, essentially. They feel that too many English words are permeating into their daily dialect that should be all French and French language. So they're actually denying you the right to use the term streamer, pro gamer, or esports in French. You're not supposed to say those. However, they have made their own equivalents. For example, one of the approved alternatives for the word...
Isn't equivalent a French word? I'm pretty certain, I feel quite confident equivalent is a French word. And it's used in English, and there's no issues. I feel this has a hint of Brexit bitterness to it. There is that kind of thing where it's a bit anti-English in a sense, you know, because of the whole Brexit thing between the UK leaving the EU and all that shit. So this is a very dumb thing the French are doing, but it does definitely feel as well where they're being very anti-English and trying to target these terms. I can understand the desire to try and protect your language. The Scottish used to have a language called Gaelic. There's Scottish Gaelic and there's Irish Gaelic. And literally about like 0.5% of the population of Scotland know Gaelic these days. It literally is a dying language. Very few people use it anymore. I don't know myself. I'm certainly not one of them. You know what I mean? I grew up in an area that didn't use it at all. So it's very rarely seldom used. So I can understand the importance of trying to protect their language. But I think the French are just being petty going this route.
The term cloud gaming. So you wouldn't say one of the equivalents. For example, one of the approved alternatives for the term cloud gaming. So you wouldn't say Sacre bleu, cloud gaming, blah 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 blah. Instead, you would say Sacre bleu, jeux vidéo and nuage, blah 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 blah. Because they made up a new term for it. okay? And you wouldn't say, oh, esports tournament, blah, 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 blah. You would say, oh, jeux vidéo de compétition, blah, 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 blah. That's how you would say it, okay? I think this is a ridiculous story. I mean, I understand what they're saying. What they're trying to say is we want to preserve our culture. And we feel that there's too much carryover from other cultures into ours. Why are people using English terms when they're speaking French? You want to know the truth? I actually agree. I don't know why. I just do. Like, if you're speaking English, speak English. If you're speaking Spanish, speak Spanish. If you're speaking French, speak French. When I learned Spanish in high school, I actually learned the actual equivalent for each word, you know? And it was weird because sometimes, like for like hamburgers, I think it's hamburguesa, so it's very similar. But then sometimes you'd have a word that was turned into something else. Like, for example, dulce de leche, candy of milk or whatever, right? So what's candy of milk? What's candy made with milk? Caramel. And that's dulce de leche is essentially caramel. In English, you say caramel. In Spanish, you say dulce de leche. They're supposed to be the same, you see, but they're different terms because of the language. It's different. So same thing with French. Instead of saying esports, you say jeux vidéo de compétition. Ha-ha. You have to add that. Ha-ha. If you don't, you get slapped in the face. Okay. Anyway. Slap my own face. Ow. Get a little lighter. Anyway. You said that? I challenge you to a duel. Oh, oh. All right. This is getting ridiculous now. I'm having too much fun with this. But anyway. Oh, dulce de leche is condensed milk? Then why do we equate it to caramel? Like when you say dulce de leche, we equate that to like a sweet candy or like a caramel.
This man dumb as
cuisine.
fuck.
All right, I guess you're seeing the point I'm making. That the same term can be said differently in a different language, and sometimes it's the same and sometimes it's not. So I guess what they're essentially what they're saying here is we want to have French versions of these words. We don't want people saying esports, live streamer in the middle of a sentence that's French. We want them to actually say it in French. So I guess I kind of agree. Maybe I'm a snob. I don't know. Am I a language snob? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm a language snob. You know, I did take a lot of British literature and other like language courses when I was growing up. So maybe I'm a language snob. Maybe I am. I don't know. But like, I actually think that you should say it in the language you're speaking. Doesn't it feel a little weird, jarring, or maybe even lazy that you're using the English term instead of translating it into the language you're speaking, right? I'm sure you could. I mean, then again, if you're using a universal term for it, I guess it would prevent any confusion, right? I don't know. But anyway, they just did this today. So in French government, you can no longer say streamer, pro gamer, or esports. They're banning those terms, and you have to actually use the new French equivalent terms. All right? That's true. Bacon Boy says, well, words like jalapeno, sushi, and other words that we actually say in the English language are actually taken straight from other dialects and cultures. That's interesting.
Did he not know that? Or did he forget that? Dumb fuck.
Okay, let's move on. I was going to make a bunch of stereotypical French jokes, but now I don't want to go there because I feel very bad that I made the slap your face joke. Everyone knows everyone in France is not just constantly walking around slapping each other. Oh, I'm still sauté. Oh, slap you. Oh, no one does that. All right, that's ridiculous. It's over the top. Generalization. It's completely unacceptable, disrespectful to the French people, and you may not make those kind of jokes anymore. Okay. Now, no, you're not, Luca, you're not going to slap anyone with a baguette. Stop it. All right, let's continue. The next story today, holy macaroni, just got a giant super chat from Pui King. Pui King 221 talking about Modern Warfare 2. I will shout this out in a moment. Anyway.
He's actually received like a couple of large super chats today. He's
is
got
about
over
Dragon
$100
Age.
today.
Holy shit, Dragon Age.
In super
That game
chats.
exists? I thought that they retired that like 10 years ago. Because, man, it's been a long-ass fucking time since we had a Dragon Age game. No, really. It's been like 10 years. No, not 10 years. All right. Wasn't it like 2015? So it's been a ridiculously long time. So apparently, the new Dragon Age game is in development. It's called Dread Wolf. If you remember, Dread Wolf is a direct reference and one of the names of the character Solus, all right, who's actually a party member of yours in the main game, but spoiler alert for those who didn't play Dragon Age Inquisition. Seriously, major spoiler alert. Huge spoiler, giant spoiler, skip about 2 minutes ahead. At the end of Dragon Age Inquisition, it's revealed he's a villain. But it's a cliffhanger. I think there was a DLC dealing with this. I don't really remember it. But I guess he was supposed to be like a major antagonist and or villain in the next game. And then it's been like 8 years and there's no game, so no one really remembers that anymore. Okay? So, you ready? Here is the announcement. I'm going to read it word for word. Oh, Pool King. Thank you, Pool King. I couldn't tell because, as you can see, your name is made up of numbers, letters, symbols, and it's very confusing. Pool King. I'll shout you out in a moment. Thank you so much for that generous super chat. Okay. Who is the Dread Wolf? Solus the Dread Wolf. Some say he might be an ancient elven god, but some say not. Others say he's a betrayer of his people or a savior who now seeks to rescue them at the cost of your world. His motives are inscrutable, his methods sometimes questionable, earning him a reputation as something of a trickster deity, a player of dark and dangerous games. Whether you're new to Dragon Age stories or you experienced them all, using Solus's namesake no doubt suggests a spectrum of endless possibilities on where things may go, but at the core of this, like any past game, is you. If you're new to Dragon Age, you have no need to worry about not having met our antagonist just yet. He'll probably introduce himself when the time is right, but we did hint at his return when we announced the Dreadwolf Rises back in 2018. Yes, if you can believe it, yes, 2018 was the last time we actually got any update on Dragon Age. It's been 4 fucking years and now they're finally talking about it again. Okay, more Dragon Age Dreadwolf later this year. We suspect that you have questions and they'll be answered in time. While the game won't be releasing this year, we're growing closer to that next adventure. Rest assured, Solus is placing his pieces on the board as we speak. That's all we have for now, and we hope knowing the official title has sparked some intrigue. We'll be talking more about the game later this year. There you go. So that is the announcement from this morning. Is it much of an announcement? No. Just being honest, it really isn't.
I'm so bored.
Essentially, it's just saying, hey guys, remember us? Remember we make fantasy RPGs too over here at BioWare? We haven't done anything in a ridiculously long time, but we're still working on this game. We just want to let you know that, so that you know that, you know, this game will eventually be coming out. Let's start talking about it again. You know, I guess in regards to, this announcement, I'm happy. And let me tell you why. There's 2 reasons I'm happy. The first reason I'm happy is because I like Dragon Age, right? You guys got me into it. You guys convinced me to play Dragon Age 2 when it was a new release a decade ago. And then I liked it so much, you guys convinced me to play Dragon Age Origins. And then I played Dragon Age Inquisition when it was a new game. And that was my game of the year that year. I liked it so much. Okay? Now, excuse me. Excuse me. I like Dragon Age. I want it to come back. I miss it. I'm sad that it's been so long. All right? So I'm happy to get any information about Dragon Age. Even if it's, hey guys, just so you know, we're still making the game. We've just been taking an 8-year shit. We're finally pinched it off, and now we're going to make the game. I'm still happy to hear that. All right? A lot of people are like, Dragon Age, who cares about that anymore? I do. I'm interested in it. I want to hear more about Dragon Age, okay? But in addition, okay, I'm happy that they waited this long to tell us about it. I really am, actually. And you might say, well, why? I mean, it's 8 years, don't you want, or 7 years, or however long it's been. Wouldn't you have liked more information between then and now? Of course I would have. But here's the thing, and this is the problem with a lot of games. Take a look at Cyberpunk 2077, right? When you start hyping a game up so early in its development, what ends up happening is a fervor begins, a community that wants data. Give us every little piece of information that you can, every little snippet of what you're working on for the game. And the problem is, as we've now learned over a time span of game development, a lot of things can change about the scope of a game, right? You know, what if 7 years ago, when they first were brainstorming for Dragon Age Dreadwolf, they started telling us all about what they wanted to do. But then 2 years in, they decided to scrap half those ideas. They're not going to work. Let's do these instead. But now you're disappointed the people who you already...
The thing about Cyberpunk is actually kind of funny, because obviously when it released, it was a buggy mess. It was a bit of a dumpster fire. Hey, fantastic, Mr. Sam, how you doing? Cyberpunk, when it first came out, obviously was a bit of a chaotic mess, and there was a lot of things wrong with it. But the fact of the matter is, the game devs obviously had time since it got released to, actually release a polished version. Oh Christ, okay, yeah, I've actually got a tip command working if you want to do that. Yeah, but yeah, that's what Cyberpunk these days, after all the fixes, after all the tweaks, is a very playable game. Yes, yeah, it definitely. It had a lot of problems, said yeah, right. But the fact of the matter is, obviously, the developer has made mistakes in the past, but I think they made up for that. You could argue that the time they put into trying to fix that, they made up for that mistake they made at first when they released Cyberpunk. So Phil using that as a wee scapegoat doesn't hold a huge amount of water to me. There's not a lot of strength in an argument for me personally. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing it because we're behind.
told about those ideas. You see? That's exactly what happened with Cyberpunk 2077. This was a game, they had this high and mighty idea of what they wanted like 8 years ago. And then they just kept leading people along. It's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this. And then as they decided over time, shit, that's not viable, they just kept shooting themselves in the foot repeatedly to the point that when the game finally came out, it was literally nothing like what they had originally planned, and everyone was disappointed. Okay? At least with this game, they haven't said shit, right? We have no idea what to expect from Dragon Age Dreadwolf at all. All we know is Solus is it.
Thing is, normally, I'm pretty certain that he would complain like hell if this was any other kind of game. The fact that there's zero information, how are you meant to get excited for a game? And look, this is a sequel, so I guess you've got some kind of previous expectations of what to expect from the kind of core mechanics of a game and all, and how it might feel because it's a sequel. But really, you need some information to go on. The fact there's very limited information, Phil would usually be all over that, saying, for fuck's sake, the game devs are so lazy and are not telling us anything. It's very strange that he's not doing that in this case. I always feel like Phil has to be deliberately contrarian. He's being deliberately contrarian and trying to be the opposite of what the normal opinion would be because he's so desperate to appear different from all the other YouTubers and all that shit. Which is weird because he just comes across as being completely disingenuous and fake.
Money,
oh, shit.
yeah. Money,
Did not expect that out of nowhere.
money.
Thank you very much, Doku World Order. And thank you very much for the £1 and 1 pence tip. No worries. Thank you for the content and thank you for supporting. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll keep playing because we are quite behind.
That's it. So, good. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Keep us in the dark. No, really. Keep me in the dark until you actually have something significant to share. Hopefully, what this means is that now because they're revealing it, okay, now we have opportunity where they're going to start talking about it regularly and we'll actually have a lot of useful information about the game. That would be superb, right? It would. If we could get a lot of useful information now about it, great. In the next year, tell me all about it and then have it come out like, I don't know, mid to late 2023, I'd be stoked. I think they're going about this the right way at this point. Don't tell me everything about the game way before it's ready and then everything gets fucked up along the way and now we're all disappointed. This overhyped problem is a major problem in video games today. I don't need to know about a game you're just starting to develop. Really, I don't. I don't want to know about it till it's almost ready to come out. Then I can say, okay, what's coming out in the next 1 to 2 years? Let's get hype. Now, let's get hype for a game that's in the pipe.
Doku World Order, I have in my Steam library Euro Truck Simulator 2. I haven't actually reinstalled it yet on this new computer. I'm going to soon, I think. It is one. I love that game. It's such a relaxing wee game. And you're right, fantastic, Mr. Sam. This is so bizarre. He was a complete opposite about the new PS Plus. You're absolutely right. Phil, I think that's what I'm saying. He feels like he needs to be deliberately, purposefully contrarian to the kind of normal opinions, and he's not doing it because he is that kind of person overall. He just feels like he has to stand out as the different kind of YouTuber to try and appeal to the stranger, quieter voices or whatever of his audience or something. The kind of the unspoken masses of asses that follow him or something. I don't know. It's bizarre. But yeah, Docker World Order, I have Euro Truck Simulator 2. I am definitely going to reinstall that son of a bitch very soon. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing it stream as well live one time. We can figure out fucking routes and all that shit. I kind of stuck to like, I like driving about like Scotland and like the Glasgow, because I'm a Glasgow guy. I live in Glasgow, so it's kind of fun just driving like to Glasgow. And the furthest I'd gone in that Euro Truck Simulator game was like, I think it was Belgium or something. I can't mind. I need to reinstall it and see my kind of routes, not sure what I've done before. But yeah, I love that damn game. It's such a nice, relaxed, chill game. Crazy Kevin Castro, oh my god, DSP is so fascinating. I used to watch Trump stuff to scratch an itch, and then I stumbled upon, yeah, DSP is essentially Trump light. He's Trump without the weird hair. Phil has weird hair, but not as weird as fucking Trump, and without the millions to brag about. Phil has fourth place at evil as his bragging tool, not, you know, used to have millions of dollars or whatever.
Line. Like fucking the next Elder Scrolls that might come out, you know, when I have actually dentures. I make jokes about me being an old man. I might actually have no real teeth by the time the next Elder Scroll games comes out. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm happy.
Son of a... He doesn't say... He used to say, you know what I mean, all the goddamn time. Now he's replaced it with, you know what I'm saying. I'm actually going to replace you know what I mean with you know what I'm saying for the bingo card for next time. He does not say you know what I mean anymore. He's sabotaging the bingo deliberately here at this point. I actually want a green ticket, but I feel like it'd be a cop-out. So yeah, we'll just carry on. Play on.
They're doing it this way. I'm happy there's news on Dragon Age, and I'm happy that we're not overhyped for it. Give me a little bit of here and there, a little bit of teaser, a little bit of piecemeal information until you're ready to drop the bomb of everything to let us know when it's coming out and everything, and I'll be very happy. Okay? Okay.
Hey, Dashy, hey, don't worry, pal. You've not missed a huge... Yeah, I wasn't going to do it, and then I thought, you know what, I will. It was very late notice. Like, I basically was preparing as I went live. It was extremely... But yeah, you've not missed a huge amount, no. That's fine, Dashy, don't worry about it, man. I hope you had a good time. It looks like we're not going to win the bingo. We've had a couple of close calls. He said... but yeah, Phil, think of the headphone user. Oh yeah, I'm just growling into the mic. Unless he randomly says robust, I think we're doomed. But yeah, doesn't look like we're going to win bingo on this occasion. We had a very unlucky bingo card. That's my fault, I picked it. Because I picked the card, it failed. When I get the chat to pick the bingo card, it usually wins. Lesson learned, chat should always pick the bingo card.
Alright guys, let us now do shoutouts. We've got quite a lot of YouTube side contributions today to shout out. We started off with Fan of Lovecraft, who did a $5 super chat saying BioWare announced the name Dragon Age 4 is Dragon Age Dreadwolf. We covered that, but thank you very much, Fan of Lovecraft. Good to see you on the stream here today, by the way, and thank you for the support. The Good Life did a super chat. Says, hey, DSP, it's great to see you keep on keeping on. I love the React content, so keep doing you. Love from Canada. Thank you to The Good Life. Kyle Denson did a super chat. Says, are you going to watch the NBA Finals? No. So thank you to Trill One. Thank you to Super Blind Man. Thank you to Swagonito. Thank you to everyone who gifted memberships this morning. Obviously, ginormous jump here in memberships. For some odd reason, I know for a fact there were other people who became members. It's gone from my queue. I don't know why. I think it was Audio Object, and I think we had... Is it Ethereal? I'm trying to read it. Hold on a second. I can't... It's in my YouTube queue, but it's not in my Streamlabs queue for some odd reason.
That's disgusting. They just showed off his gunt for his shirt.
Trill One. Here we go. Trill One. Hold on. Fireball Apps. Lesbian JoJo. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Thank you to Lesbian JoJo, who became a ultra supporter of the channel this morning, okay? And then there was Fireball, Axe, and Audio Object, I believe, who each re-upped their memberships. For some reason, oh, I got another membership bomb. Holy crap. For some reason, when someone drops a membership bomb on the channel, it screws up the Streamlabs queue.
He always finds a reason to complain, doesn't he? People's kindness screws up his queue, so it becomes a hindrance. Crazy Kevin Castro, from Glasgow, a family in Cumbernauld, Cumbernauld. The only town in the UK that had the Carbuncle Award won twice, as in the most boring town in the UK. Although, I've been to Cumbernauld several times, it's not bad actually. My brother's from Glasgow, also love visiting Scotland, Glasgow, living in Norway himself. Of course, Cumbernauld, one of Cumbernaud's most famous sons is a guy who made a name for himself hosting American TV chat shows, Craig Ferguson. So there you go. Craig Ferguson used to host a Late Late Show in America. He's been in a couple of movies. He had a voice role in How to Train a Dragon and all that. He's kind of, so he was from Cumbernauld. That is where he is from. So he's got famous roots in that town. Some random trivia for you. But yeah, Cumbernauld. I really, as I'm saying, I actually used to watch a Late Late Show and Craig Ferguson hosted it. I really enjoyed what he did. He didn't really give a shit at times, you know. He obviously did his best to make it entertaining, but he had that kind of I don't give a shit air, and it was kind of apparent. It was a great laugh. So when he stopped doing it, James Corden took over. I just pieced the fuck out of there, man. I can't stand that guy. That's right, he was in a Peter Capaldi, I forgot about that. Aye. Craig Ferguson's pretty cool. I don't even know what he's doing these days, or he's doing like stand-up or whatever. But anyway, let's get on with this so we can confirm the end of DSP Bingo and confirm our probable defeat.
I get the feeling because they're brand new, Streamlabs hasn't coded their site properly yet for it. It ends up deleting a bunch of shit. So it had erased that, okay? Okay, I'll shout those out in a moment. So thank you, Audio Object, for re-upping your membership. Ethereal became a member for the first time. Thank you, Ethereal. So Pool King 221, a whopping $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Says the following. Hey, Phil, how have you been? You hear about the new Modern Warfare 2 trailer coming out, and are you stoked about playing the game? I am approaching Modern Warfare 2 with a grain of salt and with very, very, very tempered expectations. All I want to do is wait for the beta to come out. Because Vanguard, you heard all this information about it was going to be good, and when I played the beta, I fucking hated it, and I skipped it, and thank God I did. It's, by all accounts, the worst Call of Duty, okay? So, I'm happy I skipped it. I didn't like Modern Warfare 1 a couple years ago. I thought it was shit. So, Modern Warfare 2, if it's the same engine, the same gameplay mechanics, just tweaked, I'm probably not going to like it. But I will wait, and I will see when the beta's coming out. I guarantee you there'll be a beta over the summer, just like there was last year with Vanguard. I'll play the beta, and I'll judge for myself. That is the way I'm approaching it. I'm trying to be mature about this and not overhype or underhype or shit on it either. I want to give it a shot, give it a chance, and see if it's anything good. All right? So that's how I'm approaching it. Thank you so much, Pool King, for the very generous super chat. Audio Object did a super chat. Says, haven't donated in a while. I hope that all is good. And I'm glad to have your content every single day. Well, not every single day. I mean, some days I'm not here, but I guess what you're saying is there is content to watch every single day because I put out so much. Thank you, Audio Object. All right. So, Rinks.
Just to be clear, guys, did I mention Twitter earlier on, or is he about to, or did I just miss it? If I missed it, I'll tick it off. It won't massively help, I think, winning bingo, but if I genuinely missed it, because I was waiting for him to say it, he went and pulled up. If he hasn't said it, he will. See, he kind of went to his like news stories, and he pulled up on his phone, and he gets his stories from Twitter, but he never actually mentioned Twitter when he was doing it. At least not as far as I know. If he's going to mention Twitter here, because we're behind, we kept pausing and rewinding all that shit because it's bingo. If he will say it, then I'll wait. But if he's said that already and I missed it, then I'll tick it off. You're pretty sure? Well, I trust Ashes. I watched it live. Dude, he yelled at someone for not providing links. I don't think he's yelled at anyone yet for that in this. So it might be about to come up, because we are about 23 minutes behind the live stream right now. And counting. So I don't think he's actually yelled at anyone yet for not providing links. It might be about to come up on our side.
Has just dropped a 5-member bomb.
Don't worry.
Congratulations
no,
to Venti,
you didn't know
Rusty
much.
Edwards, D-Man Games,
To be fair to you, Master, don't, guys, don't apologise. Don't apologise. Please don't apologise. You guys assumed it was live as well because obviously it's a restream of the fucking bingo. Don't apologise. You've got nothing to apologise for. And hey, we were expecting Twitter to get said anyway at some point, so don't worry about it. But yeah, we'll just pay attention. I mean, maybe we will sneak a bingo here. So yeah, we'll just keep playing and wait for it. So let's go.
Cosmos Wolf and Ruffles, who all just received a gifted membership. So in light of this, I think we should check on total members again, shall we? And see how many we have. Let's find out. Thank you all so much for this overwhelming support today. This is excellent. 574 members. 574. Wow. That is a lot of growth in one day. We went from 530 something to 574 in one singular day.
But remember, guys, it's not artificial. It's not artificial at all.
We're one member away from confirming we're doing a viewer's choice playthrough over the summer. I say 2 thumbs way up for that, guys.
I say shove those thumbs right up your ass, you fucking prick.
Okay. I have tips to shout out. Our first tipper of the day is Ponage101, who tipped me $7. Let's get him up on the leaderboard here. Ponage says the following. Lucky 7, but if this react doesn't work out because you're being yourself, act like a Muppet with your others moving forward. Pfft. Act like a Muppet. There you go. Oh my God. They're revealing Street Fighter 6. Wow! There you go. That's what I'll do from now on. 40 million views.
Jealousy. YouTuber jealousy again, once more.
By the way, we were going to speculate. We'll do this in a moment. We're going to speculate what there's going to be in the React. I wanted to do, or in the show, State of Play. I wanted to do that, and I forgot. Snowcurl through the $1.50 says, you know I enjoy your daily gaming news podcast with news and stuff. Why don't you start posting the source you're using for each piece in order to make it more professional so that the viewers can read for themselves as well? Because it's not a super serious news show, and you can just go online and you can find this stuff for yourself if you want. It's not a super mystery. This is not some huge, reputable fucking journalistic site. It's just me talking about shit I read on Twitter. Thanks for the tip.
There it is. It's at Twitter. Although that's something I was about to say. It's a really good point, actually. Phil really takes a lot of pride in his pre-stream podcast. I'll mark it green in case I forget. I'll mark it green while I'm fucking rambling 2 seconds. Twitter, there we go. It's green. It's green, guys. You were right. Fucking spoilers. We knew it was coming. I know, but yeah, guys, we believed you, we trusted you. It's just it didn't happen for us yet, so it's okay. But as I'm saying though, Phil takes a lot of pride in the pre-stream podcast. You know, he actually has a lot of pride in this product he calls. You know, he's really happy and fond of this fucking strange. It's not a podcast. It's not really pre-stream either. It's basically a main part of his fucking show. Pre-stream is kind of what happens when he's waiting to go live, in my opinion. But it's like a fucking 90-minute show happening for him rambling on non-stop. But it's not a podcast. But he said he was so happy about it and he's so proud of it and all that shit. And then someone's like, this is how you can make it better. So you do this and you can make it better by having like the actual sources on the screen. And he's like, no, fuck that, that's too much effort. This thing that I really enjoy doing, that I think has made my content a lot better, this is something I could do to make it better. Nah, fuck that shit. It's too much effort for me. He refers to his gameplay and talking about news as coverage. I was cringing during the French bit. I was so pissed. I imagine if anyone with French blood in them, it's weird because the topic that Phil was talking about regarding the French stuff is spot on. It is stupid for the French to try and ban these words. I think everyone can agree with that. It's dumb as hell for the French to say, oh, no, please. I'm not going to pretend to fucking speak French. I can barely speak English. But I'm not going to, that's what I'm saying. They're saying, no, don't use these words. We're trying to make our stuff less English and more French, so use these made-up Frenchified terms instead. It's dumb as hell. What happened to the French stuff? I missed it. You'll probably find it on YouTube clip by somebody later on, by an angry French person. You'll you'll very likely find it somewhere later on. Donkey World Order 3. I'm going to keep playing because there's obviously more pre-stream to get through, and I don't want this to carry on massively too long.
So Kamaru took me $1.15. So Japanese have 3 different alphabets. One of these is called the katakana. It is sure specifically for made up or loan words from other languages.
I just realised I never finished making my fucking point. So yeah, Will Phil was right to actually bring up how dumb it was for the French government to try and clamp down on the English terms, sayings like streamer and all that, and pro gamer. There's no like easy French terms for this, so the French just say streamer and pro gamer. The French have banned that because they want to have their own language thrive and not die out. I don't think that streamer and pro gamer are a threat to the French language. I think it's more a little bit of a shot to the English because of Brexit. But while it's right for Phil to call it how dumb it is, he put on a strange, French accent. He was talking about the French, a strange French accent, slapping people about and all that shit. And yeah, and then he got confused about what condensed milk and caramel meant and all that shit. He really showed off his fucking buffoonery, pretending to be smart when he wasn't smart. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He tried to pretend he did. His chat had to correct him. It was quite close to being full racist, actually, just in terms of how he went about it. And then he held back from making more French jokes towards the end. And then he kind of went into a little bit. You could just tell he was so desperate to just go back into his old racist roots. Because I actually saw a clip the other day, and I was going to make a video about this, and I decided against it. He was playing what's the Last of Us. He was playing Last of Us 2, right? And there's a clip of him just like in like the kitchen in the house or whatever, and it's all silent, and he's just rifling through drawers, and all of a sudden he just kind of says, "I was really tempted to make a really racist joke there." And I still have those urges to not. He was talking about he has these urges to make racist jokes, but he fought against it because he got it all out of his system years ago. But the fact of the matter is that he has these constant urges to make racist jokes. And I was thinking, is that him desperate to be racist? Or is that him just desperate to make jokes about racism? Are they the same thing? It's debatable. But yeah, in the end, I didn't even bother that video. But I just kind of thought it was funny. He's got this, in his words, he had these urges to make racist jokes. And I thought, that's a strange term to use. Urges, as in... An urge is like a serious impulse, and a desire to do something. That's the definition of urge. So, yeah.
Languages that don't exist natively in the language, like hamburger, cheese pizza, and hot dog, for example. Oh. I did not know this. This is all news to me. That is very interesting, Anso Kamaru. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. So they have a whole dialect based on languages from other cultures. What's weird, though, is that other cultures, like, for example, like I said, hamburger is English, but hamburguesa is Spanish. But the Japanese don't want to make a Japanese word for it, I guess? I never understood this at all. It's fascinating to me, though, how different cultures around the world handle different dialects.
I mean, why don't Americans and English have a different word for sushi? It's the same thing. It works for them. If people are used to using the word and it works for them, then it'll stay. So if the Japanese want to call it hamburger, then they'll call it hamburger. It doesn't mean that hamburger is going to destroy the Japanese language. They got a lot more words at their disposal. Hamburger is named after the city of Hamburg in Germany. Hamburg have ties to Glasgow Rangers as a friendship there. One of Rangers' most famous footballers, Jorg Alberts, signed from Hamburg, I believe. There's some random football trivia. No, nobody wanted football trivia, but you fucking got it. There you go. But yeah, the city of Hamburg, famous for being the inventor of hamburgers, apparently. Is that actually true, or is it just a coincidence? I don't actually know if it's true. But yeah, I'm going to get stopped right there before I pretend to know more than I do. So there we go.
Or different words in their dialect, I guess I should say. I think we have to have an entire stream where we analyze this. We're going to say, how do you say hamburger in every language? Right? Like probably one, it's hamburger, hamburguesa,
It's not really related to the stream, but did anybody watch a Steve Martin movie, Pink Panther? And there's that kind of weird scene where he's trying to educate himself on how to say "I would like to buy a hamburger," and he's just got that kind of horrible, fucking stereotypical French way of trying to say it, you know. And that's it. That's a scene that's popping into my head right now of like Phil doing this. Like Phil basically being Steve Martin, trying to say in as many different languages as possible how he would like a hamburger just so his fat ass could get fed anywhere on the planet. That's literally, I don't know why it's in my head right now, but that's what's in my head. Phil trying to learn the many different variations of how to ask for a hamburger, so no matter where he is in the world, he can get his fat ass fed in some capacity, as long as somebody tips him.
Just hamburger and like shit sandwich or something like that. You know, we gotta figure this out. Okay, wait, you guys are saying there were more memberships? Jad Effects gifted a membership to Cute Face, and Purple Plasma just re-upped their membership. So we might have hit the goal. Let's confirm or deny. And now for our new segment, Confirm or Deny. Did we hit the new members goal of 575 members this morning on stream? Confirm or deny? Ladies and gentlemen, deny! I'm just kidding. Confirm. Wait, that's the wrong button. No. It's not supposed to be a circus. It's supposed to be a celebration.
Clown mode is right. Clown mode is right.
Yes, we just hit 575 members. We did. I got confused and I pressed the wrong button. I was so excited. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we already have hit.
Guys, I'm going to try and explain this as quickly as I can to the best of my knowledge, right? Well, it's difficult for individual Sulk accounts to also set up their own payment methods as well, to then become members themselves. It's far easier to just make fake accounts en masse and just have tons of these fake accounts, throw them all into the channel, then have your regular kind of normal account that's already got the payment information set up to gift all these Sulk accounts you've created these memberships. That's where they're all coming from. Before gifted memberships happened, it was a lot more fiddly to be able to have all these Sulk accounts and have every single individual Sulk account set up to apply for membership. But now, obviously, all you need to do is have a YouTube account, and obviously you have to like make sure you enable the gifted memberships happen as well. You don't have to set up payment details on that Sulk account. You can just make sure it's in the chat, throw it in there randomly, and then you can have your normal account just say, okay, let's gift let's find all my Sulk accounts and then gift them all these memberships using my main account. It's pretty straightforward. At least that's how Okay, I'm not going to be so mean to say every single one's like that. There's probably one or two that are genuine, obviously, but for the most part, that is where most of them are coming from.
Hit the members goal 2 days into the month. Now, all right, I have to say something. First of all, thank you all so much. I mean, there's a bunch of people here who came this morning and supported the channel. Do you understand why I was so frustrated with how slow YouTube was adding the gifted memberships? When we asked for it for so long, they said they were adding it. They dragged their feet. Do you understand? This is within a few weeks. A few weeks of having the gifted membership. Actually, 2 weeks. Look at the growth on the channel.
It's artificial fucking growth. Why? I mean, obviously you're happy to have the money. At the end of the day, Phil's going to get a lot more money out of it. It's just from the same bloody sources, though. It's unreal. So he can do it himself all he wants and say this is like real genuine growth, but obviously we know the fact of the matter is that without Sulk accounts, without gifted memberships, there's maybe at most 300 genuine people willing to pay money out their own pockets for their membership. And from those 300, there's a handful that are willing to pay a lot more to gift to Sulk accounts and other randoms. That's the simple fact of the matter. Without gifted memberships, Phil was fucking suffering with half of this. He would have half in the members he has now pretty much without gifted memberships. He knows how much he relies on the charity and the fake, what do you call it? I was going to say fake geriatrics, but it's not geriatrics. There's a term for it, you know, like the fake, like fake. My head's drawn a blank, so I'm going to stop there. You get what I'm saying, though. You know, he's fucking just trying to spin this into a bigger positive as he can. And from his perspective, from Phil's perspective, this is a massive positive. But he's then trying to lead himself into saying this is like real, genuine growth when it's completely artificial. He's just trying to make himself feel like more loved than he actually is.
Do you understand? Like, this is why I was upset. Because I knew that people wanted to support the channel. When you're supporting not only the content creator, but you're helping the whole community as a whole, that's a feeling of like you're a part of something bigger. You're a part of a fun, positive experience that we're all having together, right? I love that. I always enjoyed that over on Twitch. Now I feel like we're getting that back on YouTube. I really do.
You know what else with part of a fun community experience where everyone can get involved and feel positive? If you played games with your members, it wouldn't really cost them anything. You could play multiplayer games with your members. They would feel involved. They would feel happy. They would feel like it was a real strong community positive spirit. But you don't want to do that, Phil. You would rather just say, look, I just want your money. I don't want to play games with you fucking guys. Just give me your money and get the fuck on with things. Disingenuous cunt.
So this is absolutely awesome. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, 100% confirmed. It's happening no matter what. The viewer's choice playthrough has been achieved. So how's that going to work? I haven't done it yet, and certainly I'm not going to do it yet, because right now we got people voting on this React event and everything. Probably next week, I'm going to put up 2 posts on the channel page of DSP Gaming. One will be a public post for everyone, and one will be a privated post for members only. In those posts, you guys will be nominating games for me to play as a full playthrough over the summer as the viewer's choice event. Now, there will be criteria. For example, absolutely no. All right. I am absolutely not going to be doing an insanely lengthy JRPG or visual novel. I'm going to have certain criteria to make sure that we qualify it one way or another. I can't have a giant lingering game that's...
Sadie, are you really surprised by now that he doesn't explain everything 10 times a fucking stream? Dashi, I don't know if you tried to post a link, but I don't think anyone else can see the link. If you need to be a moderator, essentially. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make you a mod. I've never done this before, so give me a second, but I'm going to make Dashi a moderator. I trust Dashi. He's good people. Add moderator. Dashi now. So there you go. Try posting a link again, Dashi, and it should work this time.
It's going to take me 7 months to beat. The idea is that this is supposed to be a summertime playthrough. It'll be probably starting sometime in July, continuing through July into August. That's the idea. I'll play through to balance with everything else that I'm doing. All right. So we will talk about this. In fact, we can start talking about it immediately. If this is something you guys want to talk about, what kind of a game should I play? Do you have ideas of what kind of games we should do or whatever, right? We'll go from there. But I just want to make it clear, not going to be some insane 80-hour playthrough, not going to be some ridiculous game that I'll never finish in time for the fall. It's got to be something that we all agree upon will be entertaining, but also I can do in a reasonable amount of time as a summertime event. Okay, I've never heard of Project Snowblind. No. Fair enough? Cool. Now, Tier 2, which I did not want to set too far off, because I figured if we hit Tier 1 already, there was probably a rallying of support, and I didn't want people to be going crazy. Tier 2 is 600 members. If we hit 600 members at any point during the month of June...
Sorry, Doku, no, I'm pretty certain it's pre-stream ended at normal time. This is because it's DSP Bingo. I pause a lot. I sometimes rewind, and I just pause to ramble as well. This is not a complete live restream. If you wanted that specifically, then there's like the raw DDM and all that shit, but because we're playing DSP Bingo as well, we're playing a wee game, we're trying to make it, I do like to try and make it as transformative as possible, so it's not just a case of us listening to DSP without anything interrupting that, you know what I mean? I try to make this as transformative as possible, and also we've got an actual game going, and we're trying to win Bingo from his dumbass antics. So yeah, sorry for that, Doki World Order. If you're wanting an absolute raw restream, then this is not a place for that. I'm sorry about that. We're just playing Bingo. We're just trying to have some fun with his dumbass pre-streams, and that's that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy all the same though.
The next React event will be confirmed, and we will immediately begin discussions on what kind of content you'd like to see. My opinion is it should either be something from the Down the Rabbit Hole channel, Frederick Knudsen, or one of the documentaries that June the King has done on his channel, or it could be a bunch of suspenseful, supernatural, weird stories, that kind of stuff, based on another channel that I got permission to actually react to. All right, but that being said, I am not going to reveal any of the specifics until we hit the goal. All right, once we hit the goal, then we'll talk specifics and we'll try to figure this out. Okay, I definitely don't want to do fucking drama. This Sunday, or excuse me, this Saturday, the John Howard thing, we're gonna get out of the way. It'll be done. All right, and then we can move on positively. All right, I don't want to be constantly delving into drama shit. Would I consider reacting to a This Is How You Don't Play or several This Is How You Don't Plays in the future? Yes. Are we doing it now? Fuck no. I'm not going there now. Okay? Okay. Excuse me. So, if you want to see something excellent, something interesting, something different, a different kind of React stuff that's going to be fun, please become a member or consider gifting memberships. But as of now, viewers' choice is a lock. Thank you all for the overwhelming. That's over 40 memberships this morning. Damn. Thank you. Marxist Carl did a super chat saying, "Do you always have gift of gab, or was it? Did I always have the gift of gab, or was it learned?" It was definitely learned. Like when I was young, I wasn't a talkative person at all. Actually, far from it.
I can answer this for Phil. So when he was young, he had no real friends, so he didn't have anyone to talk to. Then he actually got a couple of friends, and like Rambo and all that. So he got used to talking some more. But then Rambo left. But he still liked talking, so he just talks to himself and pretends everyone in chat are his friends. But not real friends, of course. Like he wouldn't give them money, for example, or give them time. They're there to serve him and to give him money. But nah, Phil likes talking to himself all day, every day, and pretending he has a bunch of friends in his chat who all love him, and that's why they give him money. Oops.
Wait, how do you spell this? There we go. Far from it. I would say over the years of me being on YouTube, it's changed. Like, watch my early videos on YouTube where I'm just talking to a camera.
Hilary Banks, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. John Rambo was his friend. They were friends for several years. Now, Howard wasn't his friend. I'll agree with you. If you say Howard was not Phil's friend, I will agree with you 100%. Howard was John's friend, and John's friend, John and Phil were friends. Howard and Phil were basically friends through John. But John was absolutely Phil's friend. There's no denying that. The amount of things he sacrificed, it wasn't just sacrifices, obviously John got some things out of it as well. He managed to go to some conventions, for example, and journey with Phil and they travel different cities for a couple of places in America. They went travelling together, and they also made content together. For Phil though, Phil ruined that friendship because it became more about the content than about the friendship. The videos are more important than the people. He kind of took advantage of that friendship and tried to monetize it as much as he could, and so he lost sight of what was important. But I can tell you now, John Rambo was absolutely Phil Burnell's friend. To say otherwise is just it's just lazy in my opinion to say they weren't friends, just because it's Phil. Even Phil's capable of making friends, and obviously some people over the years have known Phil and they actually liked him. Phil if you knew Phil in real life, obviously, I think he would be a different person than he is online. A lot of people have testified to that. So a lot of people probably think that, you know, if they are told, if somebody knew Phil in real life and they were told Phil's like this online, they would struggle to believe you. They would probably think, like, that guy, that kind of quiet guy, seems a bit meek, and guy keeps to himself. Really? He's not that abrasive, is he? He's not really like that. Phil's a very different creature in real life, it seems, than he is online. Which is kind of true for a lot of people, to be fair. But yeah, Phil ruined that friendship, but I think it's not as if he purposefully went out his way to sabotage it. There's no way he would have thought, I'm going to fucking ruin this friendship and I'm going to have an evil laugh. No. He thought he wasn't doing anything wrong, but he was just naive and ended up doing several stupid things without being aware they were stupid. He wasn't aware he was in the wrong, even though it clearly was. Things like reading Rambo's texts on his fucking Ask the King, private texts he sent to Phil, and then Phil coming to his own strange conclusions that John was quitting YouTube when he wasn't. He wanted a break from YouTube and all that, so it's one of those things. He completely jumped the gun at times, Phil. He was always quick to try and get a video made, and he really screwed up his friendship because of that.
Oh, and now watch my videos ever since I've become an interactive streamer and how different it is. It's conversational. I'm better at reacting and thinking about answers on the fly and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm serious. Like, I was more of an introvert when I was young. I was way introverted, actually, compared to now. Now I'm a different person. But back then, I was actually an introvert. John Fawn says, can you do something with members instead of react? Yeah, I'll thank them for becoming members, John.
Selfish cunt. Please tell me he's just joking. He's actually going to say something serious.
No, we're not doing privated members content. We're not going there. I've talked about this a million times. Nice try. No.
What an absolute cunt. I'm sorry for dropping the C-bomb suddenly, but what an absolute cunt. He's like, his own fans and members like saying, please do other things with us, and he's like, nah, you're not getting that. You know what time? Oh, did he actually say that? Shit, I fucking missed that all of a sudden.
It's conversational. I'm better at reacting and thinking about answers on the fly and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh,
you're right. He said, I've been waiting for that whole fucking stream. He's been saying variations of it. He finally said it. He finally goddamn said it. He's been saying all night, you know what I'm saying. And it's been driving me mad. I thought he would never say it. Okay. That's a great spot, Dashy.
I'm serious. Like, I was more of an introvert when I was young. I was way introverted, actually, compared to now. Now I'm a different person. But
let's have a quick review before we continue. So, if he says robust, we have a bingo. If he says Italian, we have a bingo. And if he says, I think that's the only ones, I've got one left.
Back then, I was actually an introvert. John Fawn says, can you do something with members instead of react? Yeah, I'll thank them for becoming members, John. No, we're not doing privated members content. We're not going there. I've talked about this a million times. Nice try. No.
I like how he's acting like it's a bit of sabotage as well. Nice try. Like, oh, they're going to hurt me if they get what they want. Your fans are literally asking for things like, you know, special content. The amount of support they're showing you, especially with gifted memberships, they've almost doubled your membership total from when it was without gifted memberships. That's how fucking inflated it is. The least you could do is consider playing fucking Halo with them or some sort of multiplayer game. Even Jackbox. Play some random Jackbox game with them. You know what I discovered the other day? I discovered that you can actually incorporate Discord to your YouTube members specifically. I didn't know this because I don't have YouTube members. I'm still small time. I don't think I'll ever get YouTube member. I've got nothing to offer YouTube members, so I'm not going to enable that on my channel. That's even if I get to over 1,000 subs. But yeah, if you have Discord set up, you can actually link it solely for YouTube members. So only your YouTube members can be in that Discord. I have no idea why Phil would not do this, because it's something that relies on memberships. Solely and purely memberships. And obviously Phil wouldn't have to be in there all the goddamn time. He could just have his own damn mods, be in charge of it, and Phil could show up occasionally, like maybe like before a stream or after a stream or whatever, even on his day off. He might check in with him, see how they're doing. It would be very simple for him to do that. I just don't understand. There's so much that Phil could do just to show a bit more appreciation to the people that finance his pathetic little life, and he won't do it.
Okay. React to Morbius. It's Morbin time! No, we're not doing that. Okay. Alright, we're almost time to start with Skyrim. We were going to talk about what we're going to speculate is going to happen on the state of play. We don't have time. We ran out of time. We actually completely ran out of time. We ain't got time for that. You know, this has been an hour and a half podcast.
Holy shit, I just realised I've been live for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I noticed I started like at 1:45, so the podcast ended almost fucking 40 minutes ago. Jesus Christ. Please, we might not get bingo. I was actually hoping we'd sneak bingo in there. It doesn't look like we're going to get a bingo. We'll keep going, we'll see. We'll get to the end.
Wow. Land of Moose Sports just did a super chat saying, how many members for you to play the Amazing Frog again? I'm just joking, but my favorite playthrough that you ever did, keep up the good work. That playthrough was a ridiculous mess because the game was basically unfinished and glitchy as shit. That was a funny one, for sure. Nathan Smith did a super chat and says, how about Saints Row 2 for the summer? Could be. Could be. Saints Row 2 could be a consideration. I don't know if they ever released a remastered version of it, did they? But we could play the original. I'd be down for that. I've only played Saints Row 2 once ever. And that was in 2008. And I never put up a full playthrough of it. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. Jay's very proud today. Yeah. This is awesome. For the channel and just in general, this is awesome. Look at the growth, right? This is excellent. Now, again, of course, I say critics. They're not critics. We know what they really are. They'll claim, artificial growth, artificial growth. And their jowls will flap just like my... Because they're angry and upset.
But it's right. Without gifted memberships, you got about 300. With them, you're almost at 600. Therefore, artificial. As in, you need other people to give random people memberships because those same people, individuals, did not want to buy them on their own. Artificial.
That was great support today. They're very upset about this right now, let me tell you. They're fuming. There's steam shooting out of their ears, blood squirting out of their noses, shit coming. All right, we're not going to go that far. But basically, they're going to say artificial growth. All right? And I'm going to say this. You're absolutely correct. It is artificial growth. But as I've stated...
Well, look at that. He agrees with me. Master Doctor N7, it's actually part of the bingo already. Look, I have tons of different things on the bingo thing, you know, the wee bingo cards thing of mine. And face. So this, I'm going to go through it one more time. Everything I've got on the bingo, so it's randomly generated. We have like 1,000 of these cards and we pick one at random and we play bingo. So everything on the bingo card right now is him saying, everyone is saying, sound good, Twitter, my wife, Jasper, okay, alright, help, toxic, derail, taxes, mature, members, drinking, support, fuck, family, time, positive, content, day off, crowdfunded, comment, robust, chill, goal, glasses, hat, honest, transparent, thus, idiot, vest, Italian, Twitch, people saying, nobody, behind the scenes, drama, on demand, engagement, you guys, factually, shills, variety, that being said, interactive, bills, likes, pertinent, is what it is, reality, bottom line is, buy-in, meaningful, I would argue, you know what I mean, percentile, liquidity, Reddit, gifted memberships, and React. Now that's just the words. There's also a lot of React ones, such as any scat talk, what else? Food talk, burp, blowing nose, lip smack, what else? Digging in the ear, leaning ban, YouTuber jealousy, dumb close-up, soundboard. You've got the throat clearing. You've got the self-brag. You've got defence mode, insults Connecticut. You've got years ago story. You've got hands through the hair randomly. You've got shows off bald spot, chews nails, hateful slurs, touches face, YouTube legacy story. You've got, what else is there? The chair creak. You've got a random metaphor. You've also got face jiggle. Face jiggle, I knew it was in there. Face jiggle's in there. Also arm flails in there. And that is everything essentially so far. There's so much that goes into these. But obviously you can only have a 5x. You can actually have a bigger square, but I go 5x5 to just give us a chance of winning bingo. And this is a 5x5 we have got today. I just thought I'd go through the whole list for everyone, just to show you there's so much. But that's what I'm saying, obviously you can only have 25 in these, so this was the random luck we had for picking this one.
Well, this is historically accurate. Look at the data over on Twitch. Whenever I received gifted subs, sub bombs, yes, it's true that not all those people would renew the next month. In fact, a ton would not. Keep in mind, before I got gifted memberships here on YouTube, I had 300 and something. So likely I've gotten around over 200 gifted memberships just in the last couple of weeks, and that's going to help a lot. And yes, those people are not all going to renew. But there's two huge positives that come out of this. Number one, there's a feeling of positivity, success, upward trend, growth, and that makes more people want to participate. That makes more people want to be part of this fun event that's happening on the streams, right? So just the idea that the channel is growing makes more people want to be a part of that positivity, and then they want to become a member. Number two, some of the people who are getting a membership right now gifted, it's a trial run, essentially. Oh, I get a month of this? Let me see what it is. Oh, cool. I can talk as much as I want in the chat without slow mode? That's excellent. Oh, wow, I get access to...
Good fucking luck talking about anything you want in that chat. You fucking talk about sports or fucking wrestling, Phil's going to ban your ass quicker than you can fucking blink. Fucking pretending slow mo's not a factor. They got to talk about a certain thing and it's usually involving you. And as long as it's not a fucking detractor meme or anything controversial. Fucking, oh, I can talk as much as I want. The things Phil are saying is correct, you know what I mean? There's things like, obviously, if you get gifted a thing, obviously you basically get to try it out. And some people, if they actually like the experience, will obviously keep going. It's a whole fucking point of a free trial. If they're enticed to keep going and stay, they will pay to stay. It's just the way it is. So Phil, what Phil is saying is correct, to be fair in this regard, you know. It's just so funny, him trying to justify the whole... He's trying to push it as something that's more... He did acknowledge, to be fair, that he's got at least, like, he's got 200 gifted subs, like, since he got started. At least that. He's fully aware of the situation by now, and he's perfectly okay with it. And the fact of the matter is, it's money in his pocket at the end of the day. And these same fans in Wales will keep continuing to gift memberships out their ass to all these fake accounts, and a couple of real accounts on the way as well. Okay, we'll just keep going. I'm too much delaying.
To all these emotes. Oh, how nice that I get a cool chat crown badge. Oh, I'm going to get priority to nominate games for the upcoming Viewer's Choice playthrough. And as they see all these benefits, they're going to say, oh, this is cool. I want to be a part of that forever. I don't want to let that expire. So now...
Forever? Did he just say forever? Oh my fucking god. Imagine, like, till death do us parting, being a member of this guy's channel. I'm going to make a lifetime commitment to DSP Gaming. I got gifted a free trial and I got a crown badge. Yes! This is the greatest thing ever. Take my money, YouTube and Phil Burnell. I got a crown. I will stay forever loyal for $7.99 a month. Plus tips. Plus super chats. Plus super stickers. Plus Patreon. Plus whatever fucking else methods I can give you money.
Now, because I got my trial run and I enjoyed it, I'm going to renew it. Now, is that going to be everyone? No. Is that going to be most people who got gifted memberships? No. Is that going to be 10% of people who got gifted memberships? No. It's not. Not at all. But it'll probably be a couple here and there, right? I would like to think that for every time that a membership bomb drops, one person out of that membership bomb may keep the membership. Okay? And so if 10, 20, 30 people, you know, oh, membership bombs are dropping, there you go. That's another 30 people who will keep doing it. And that's how it used to happen. On Twitch, it was always like this. It was 1 month way high, then low, then high, then low. It would go just like this. And I'd constantly have to adjust sub goals and things like that. And that's fine. That's kind of the nature of how it works as a live streamer. I know that now from having that experience over on Twitch. We can carry that over here to YouTube. So even if we see a big dip in memberships later this month, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to be like, you know what? Great. It's the same pattern. Let's keep it going. And overall, as long as this number doesn't tank, right? Like I said, before the gifted membership started, we were at like 350, I want to say, around there. As long as we're not going under that, we're good. As long as we're kind of seeing slow growth, incremental growth, incremental growth. That's what it's all about. Okay? And I really feel that over time, with all the changes and things that I'm doing to the channel that are very positive stuff, that people will want to become members regardless. I feel that way. So, all right, guys. It is now time to end the pre-stream because it's been too long.
Shit.
I'm going to take a brief break to use the restroom.
I think that's it.
Come back. We're going to do Skyrim for about 90 minutes, take a break, and then, like I said, we're going to come back. We're going to set up.
I think that's
the
a
first
fish
ever
with an
live
L,
cam. I
guys.
don't know how it's going to go. It could be horrible. It could be a train wreck. Seriously.
Right, this is what I'm saying.
Circuit.
This is
I don't
my
know.
fault. This is my fault. You know what? I know why?
We're
Because
gonna
I
find
picked a
out.
card.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll wait.
Let me end the pre-stream. And let's get started.
We'll wait. We'll keep going. Creepy bastard. Get the fuck on, mate. You fucking...
Thanks for a great pre-stream. All right. Okay.
Right, we're still
Oh,
going.
by the way, let me give the detractors their daily clip so they have something to talk about. All right? This is solely for them. It has nothing to do with my actual viewers. Oh, no, I got all those gifted memberships, but tips are low today. So everyone please tip me because the gifted memberships don't mean anything. There you go. Now clip that and put it on Reddit. Go on. Now we don't have to deal with them. They'll have something to do today.
Can you just say robust instead? Or Italian? Thanks. I'd really like that. Please just say those things instead.
They can leave us alone. Okay. Unreal.
Oh, he's actually going away as well and put a fucking pre-stream
All right,
on.
let's get set up.
Oh,
here.
he's not actually doomed. Okay. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed, guys. Just say Bills. I'm surprised I didn't say Bills at all.
Here we go. All right, wow, the camera's actually set up nicely. Very nice. Reddit doesn't make me mad. I think Reddit is hilarious. I think Reddit is a funny-ass place. I've no exaggeration, in the last few weeks, I've gotten, like, so many bonus views on the channel as a result of dumbasses on Reddit.
But he's claimed that he doesn't really get ad revenue from it, so what is he getting? He keeps saying that fucking views for fucking videos is basically non-existent. Like, even if something got 100,000 views, he'd only get like $20 from it. So him getting all these extra views on Reddit is only gaining him from like what, $2, $3. Let's be honest, Reddit is definitely bothering me a little bit. There's no doubt. He keeps mentioning them. And yes, Reddit is on a bingo card, just not this bingo card, but it is on the list of bingo words. Added it recently, and he is saying it a lot recently because it's in his mind a lot. So yeah.
And every one of them is so stupid, they come and think that they're going to flame my content when it doesn't do anything. They come and they thumbs down the videos that no one can see the thumbs down. They leave negative comments that no one can see.
I can see the thumbs down. Right now, DSP has 91 thumbs up and 8 thumbs down. I don't trust those metrics personally, but that's what YouTube's telling me.
They're idiots. They're just giving me views and helping DSP Gaming. So bring them in. Come on. Come on, Reddit. Come on over. Join it. Join the nonsense and just help me. Thanks a lot for being so stupid. I don't know what else. I mean, it really is like one of the dumbest places on the internet. At least not the whole of Reddit, because that's a bad generalization. It's the fucking places that they send people over from. Like, they're stupid, cringe, choose biggers, and stupid shit like that. Like, you have to be a fucking loser to be sitting on that to begin with. And then you're going to come over here, have no idea what you're even talking about, and try to actually, like, destroy my channel when it helps me. It helps this channel when you come give me fake views, you idiots. Anyway, Saul Martinez did a super chat saying, how about a reaction video to conspiracies? Maybe if there, let me put it this way. If there were well done videos about a certain conspiracy, right?
You mean like the bank leaks? Because I've got a couple of videos on the bank leaks. I wouldn't mind Phil addressing them, trying to explain the bank leak data. Go on, Phil. Address the bank leak data in the video and see if you can bluff your way out of it. I dare you.
And the conspiracy wasn't harmful. What I mean, like, there's big conspiracies that have been covered over the years that are fine. I don't want to deal with personal conspiracies about certain people and then it ruins their reputations. It's defamatory. I'm not going there. But I would, generally like to maybe look at some big picture stuff. Okay? All right, guys, real quick. Let's take a quick break for me to just use the restroom. I'll be right back. In fact, I am not going to play a commercial or nothing. I was going to just mute the mic and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'll be right back.
Guys, I think we have to officially call it quits. He hasn't said the things we need him to say. No, guys, you did not fail. I failed. I started this stream very suddenly and also very short notice. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare because of that. I picked the bingo cards, so I am responsible for this bingo card because I picked it, which is a big mistake. The fans pick the cards, usually the bingo cards win. When I pick them, they're a pile of shit. So I should never be allowed to pick the bingo cards again. It should always be the responsibility of the fans to make sure we pick an absolute banging bingo card that we nail every square on. So yeah, that's just the way it is. It's my fault, guys. It's my responsibility, in my opinion, because I'm the dumbass that picked this bingo card. And as soon as I picked it, I didn't like the look of it. But RNG, I wasn't going to argue with it. But yeah, guys, it's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, thank you very much for coming along streaming. Chance subscribed earlier on. Thank you very much to Chance for the subscription, and Doku World Order. Thank you very much for the tip earlier on. I do hope you enjoyed the content. I know it's not a live stream, like a pure live stream, because it was a lot of stopping and starting and pausing and all that shit, and there's me just messing about with the bingo card. I tried to make it different. I tried to make a different experience than just sitting in a live stream, because obviously. And I'm also putting forward my own opinions and all that, and my own kind of general DSP knowledge in the matter. Like if he says something dumb that I know I can counter, I'm going to pause his ass and counter his ass. It's just how I am. So yeah, I always try to make it a bit different from what the other guys are doing, and like these streams or whatever, and clip channels as well. Not people will give you out the raw clips as well, and fair play to them. That's their thing. I always try and be a little bit different. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm saying everyone. I do love the clip channels. The raw clip channels are brilliant as well and fantastic. And I use them sometimes for what I need to do. But I always feel like I need to add my 2 cents when I can. You know, when I've got something to say, I say it. I just get out there and say the damn thing. But I'm going to stop fucking rambling on. 2.5 hours of DSP Bingo. I played like 90 minutes of GTA 5 as well, Chaos Mode earlier on. I'm fucking knackered, and also just had to put up with Phil for this amount of time. It's just almost unbearable. Guys, I won't be here tomorrow. I won't be here Saturday. I will be back Sunday. So I do hope you guys enjoy the DSP stuff wherever you spend it on the Friday and the Saturday. And yeah, I will be seeing you on Sunday at some point. Have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Remember, obviously as well, if you're not subscribed yet, a resubscribe would be fantastic. Trying to get to 1,000 subs so I can start making that sweet YouTube monies, because that is what it's all about at the end of the day. I am, of course, kidding. I would like to make it to 1,000 subs, of course, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to get there. But yeah, if you're not sub yet, please do sub. And I am going to just end it there because I've got nothing more to say. I'm just procrastinating at this point. But have a good one. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. It's a long weekend for people in the UK, so if you've got a long weekend to enjoy in the UK, hope you have a good one. Hope it stays nice and sunny for you to enjoy the good weather. So I will catch you on Sunday when I probably do a stream of something. I might do another DSP Bingo actually, because it'll be a good time to do it, because obviously he'll be fresh off the React content. So I can see myself doing DSP Bingo again on Sunday. So yeah, put that in your heads for Sunday. I'll probably, very likely, be doing DSP Bingo if I am back in time from my trip. So yeah, I'm off. Peace out. Have a good one. See you later.